We are active. How are you, my queen?
I'm well. After a long day of work, it was actually a fun day, but I'm doing well overall. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh no, thank you for spending your time.
Of
Yeah.
course. I mean, yeah. Thank you for coming
Like, thank
through.
you for taking your time and coming here and saying hi.
Yeah,
Especially because
you
some
know.
people, unless you're a big, big, big fan and follower of us, y'all will remember that we did have her scheduled once earlier in the year. Things happen,
hmm
but I promised y'all, don't worry, she's coming, and here she is.
She's like the legendary Pokemon that he let loose by accident and gotta go capture it again. So you feel me? That Master Ball broke, so he had to get like a better Master Ball than what he had before because she wasn't going for none of that shit. So it's like impossible, bro.
The regular Pokeballs are not gonna work. You got to get that yellow one.
No, I'm saying you had the Master. She broke out of that. That's how exquisite she is. Exquisite. That's what I mean. If you capture by the Master
Y'all
Ball
are
and then she escapes the
best
Master
time kid,
Ball,
I swear.
I mean, she doesn't even show up in the Pokédex, bro. That's why it took a while.
it's a legendary type, bro. She's that Cosmos type legendary. What we mean?
Y'all are great. I love y'all.
That's how we are. But what's up, chat? I ain't gonna act like I ain't see y'all snacks. By the way, thank you for the follow.
Arigato.
Holy, oh my gosh, yo. Joker, baby Joker. Absolutely, bro.
Cheers. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Don't think I didn't see that sneak in as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And apparently, they'll talk about fried Oreos.
And Rad, we salute to you as always, bro, because salute to you, brother. But the fried Oreo question, bro, you really want to ask me about a snack that you trying to
The
proclaim
One
that's a
Piece is real!
Yeah!
And there it is officially. But yeah, fried Oreos. You know what? No, we got guests over here. So you know what, Miss Nurse Becky, how do you feel about fried Oreos? We're just gonna throw it straight to you.
Well, my first time having fried Oreos was at the San Diego County Fair like some years ago. Cause I was on my fat back shit, and I was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and just try this." Me and my sister, and they're interesting, but they are very good. It's not something that you should eat every day because it's not super healthy. However, like once in a while, as a nice little indulgence, it's really good. It's like, cause I like my Oreos kind of soggy, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I like to dip them in the milk till they soggy and then eat them. So fried Oreo is like sweet batter, but then the Oreo is soft, like you dipped it in milk, but it's like the oil that makes it soft. So I don't know. It's a great delectable treat, especially with powdered sugar and a little what's that chocolate sauce on it. Yeah, five, and I'm straight.
Mm. I never had fried Oreo in my life, so I can never answer that question, my brother. So, I'm boring. Yes, I know. Hey, we missed the freaking ice cream donut at New York, bro, and we were supposed to get that, but it completely went over our head. So that's how I let you know how boring we are, bro. We are boring. I'm sorry. We are boring. I'm a cheesecake eater, bro.
So yeah, he is saying he's never had fried Oreos. She says she loves them, but you can't have them that often. Here's what I feel about fried Oreos.
Mm.
Mine's the same as his. I've never had them. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
bro, that's what I'm saying. There's no way. There's all my years of knowing you, I have never seen you pick up a fried Oreo before.
I didn't even know what they were till like 5 years ago.
See what I'm saying? We are boring. We're boring.
First of all, both of y'all live in the South. Y'all ain't never heard of fried Oreo before?
Look,
They have them at several southern random restaurants. Y'all ain't never heard or had a fried Oreo ever. Y'all never been
if
to
it's
a
a
county fair?
restaurant where your whole meal is over $10, I probably didn't eat there a lot because I grew up cheap and poor and a lot of those other things. So unless you're telling me like a Dairy Queen or something like that had a fried Oreo, I didn't come across it.
When I hear people tell me fried Oreo, I look at it crazy. I'm like, Oreo should not be fried, so I'm not eating that. That was me. I never had it. I'm the Squidward right now. I'm the Squidward. I'm legit the definition of the Squidward. The only people who ever tasted a Krabby Patty, doesn't like Krabby Patty, had never tasted one. Yep, that's me. Never had one, never will.
And now you got to try one and get addicted.
Okay, say that now. Okay.
Like, I never had one. But I'm not going to say, I ain't going to say I never would have because I was quoting Squidward. But I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try.
Yes.
It just for the years, it just doesn't sound right with somebody like, hey, you want a fried Oreo? Fried Oreo? What? How you make that? You put
At
that in
least
grease and
one
it just
time
fried?
we gotta
Like,
try it in our lifetime. How about the next time we see each other, we go get fried Oreos. We will split some. Cause you know,
But
I
that'll
know
be
my
in
health-
December, so
hell yeah. December
Yes.
is up. It's lit. It's the most wonderful time.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep. Mistletoe.
Merry
I can't wait to spread those. Oh yeah, I got ideas. Wait till I tell you about them. I've been dying. I'm like Cassinet right now. I've been game planning about being this big. We'll talk about that behind the show.
I was about
We'll
to say,
talk about that behind the
I
scenes.
never spread out mistletoes, but I used to spread out roses.
Oh
in
no,
school.
we're putting a mistletoe there. Oh no, that's a must.
Like I was freaking tuxedo mask in high school. Like just you got a rose, you got a rose. Somebody got to bail out Sailor Moon.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
Like just on Valentine's Day or just because?
no,
Like,
Valentine's Day, and it didn't work. Nobody wanted to be my Valentine. It's okay though.
Hey, at least you didn't have a giant teddy bear that for free, and then you didn't walk to this girl's house and then realize that she's not there and she has somebody else's house.
Yeah, I remember that story.
At least you didn't get that. At least you didn't get that. At least you didn't get that. I walked to that girl house and was like, yo, got this giant teddy bear. The sister opened the door up on me. She was like, oh, she's not here, but she'll be here tomorrow. Man, walked out of there, went home, felt, man, oh well, I'll give it to her tomorrow. The next thing you know, I'm cuffed, everybody. I'm like, damn. But we was cool. You was rocking with me. But I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. She
wasn't meant
wasn't
to
the one
be.
for you, VoQualz. She wasn't the one for you.
No, she was not. We're good. Cause look at me.
That was a long time ago.
Hey,
so,
she got kids. I don't. So hey.
Period.
Hey, bow.
Hashtag responsibilities.
Responsibilities. And guess what?
I don't remember that Schoolhouse Rock song.
Woo. I remember the bill.
Right? Well, most people who know Schoolhouse Rock, they remember the bill.
I know. I
And the
remember Bill.
My favorite was 3 is the magic number.
Really?
Yes, because I'm going to. I gotta say this. You know what? Because the podcast is
It's real.
right?
No, it's real gold. Don't no hold back. Ain't really real. We ain't there.
Anyone that knows me personally, that knows me now, knows that I was actually pretty bright in school, and not only do I owe that to the fact that I've always been a good listener, and my memory is like rock solid. I remember things from like random Wednesdays from when I was like 4 years old. You know, but also my older brother is 2 years older than me. So every time he went to school, when he came home, he would teach me what he taught in school that day. So I was always actually 2 grades ahead of my class every year. Like I already knew how to read in kindergarten. I already knew how to do cursive and timetables in 1st grade. Like I had him for that. But even with all of that said, I cannot do to this day multiples of 3 without singing 3's the magic number in my head. To this
Really?
day, that's how I do my. Anytime I see anything where it's like, okay, time this by 3, I'm always in my head 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Yeah.
Yo, but hey, well, at least you had a rhythm. You had a rhythm. I didn't. I had none. I was a smart person, and I was intelligent in algebra and stuff, but I wasn't like advanced. Well, actually, I was. I just never took it serious enough how everybody was, because I got all my answers right. I even had hundreds on my test. I just never just took it serious how everybody else wanted me to take it. I was just like, I already know it. I don't give a fuck about it no more. It was like, but you gotta do this. But I'm just like, it's boring though.
As I got older, I got lazy, and so my grades slipped. Not because I didn't know the stuff, but because I just stopped doing homework. And I look,
yours counted, but mine's didn't no more. See, my generation, homework never counted no more.
well, that's what I'm saying. We're definitely different classes. Not no child left behind. They'll just pass anybody now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but when I was there, and I've told you this story. I had the story of my art teacher, who, yes, by the way, I used to be a fantastic drawer as well. I will post pictures after the podcast to prove it. But we had this project where we had to draw like this photorealistic plant. And you could pick the plant, something to look at, and it was art too. So you had to be in like super, super detail about it. Like everything had to be like right. And they gave you 2 weeks to do it because we had to do it on this big canvas. And every day, on the days that I actually did show up to class that day, because I went to school, but sometimes it was my last period. Sometimes I would just leave before last period. But when I did go in there, I would just cut up with one of my friends that was in there. So I would just be in there and I'm not working. Day goes by, I'm not working. Teacher's upset with me. Do your work. All right, I do my work. Next day, it comes up. You only got 3 days left to do this. Yeah, I know. 2 days left. Okay. Last day. It's due today. All right, fine. Got an A.
Yeah.
Just did it in that one class. Did something in one day that everyone else had 2 weeks to do and got an A. And we had a special needs kid in the class who had an adult person with them that would be there with them every day to make sure everything was right. She came up to me one day and was like, you know the teacher's frustrated with you, right? You know why she's always mad at you? She's like, why? She's like, because she sees you come in here and do this stuff just like that. But you come in here like all lazy and stuff. She just sees so much in you. And she knows you can do such much more. And I'm like, I know, but boy was flexing. Look, it's not right, and I won't teach this to younger generations, but if I'm learning, if they're teaching something in class I either already know or I'm not interested, I tend to check out. And it's not good. You know, I used to sleep during math class because I had a 100 average. And the teacher couldn't say anything because she'd tell the other kids when they lay their head on their desk, if you don't have a 100 average, you can't be having your head down on the desk. They're like, well, he has his head down on the desk. Gotta check the report card.
Don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you, guys. Don't know what to tell you.
I used to flex in school too. Oh, really?
I was never flexer. I was never flexer. I'm like the most opposite of flexing ever. I was the definition of, yes, I'm watching anime in high school. Yes, I am watching YouTubers. Yes, I'm looking at this as a career. I had teachers running up on me. So what college you want to go into? Thought about it. Just kind of want to get into the YouTube career.
YouTube didn't exist when I was in high school.
They was like,
I'm showing my age.
They was like, so, yeah, you sure you don't want to try another career at high school and stuff? I was like, but this is what I want to do. Like, it looks fun and great like that. But it's not a long-lasting career. You sure you want to do that? I'm like, damn. Not you shutting down my dreams, bro. Not you trying to shut me down, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. And a funny story now, when my peak season, when I was hitting millions of views over and over, I actually had 5 teachers hit me up in my inbox trying to say they was proud of me. And one of them were the main ones that told me not to choose the career I was in. Ain't that funny?
The week it was.
Okay.
Wasn't really a lot that happened in this past week. I mean, that Sonic game dropped.
Okay, absolutely. I know that dropped.
And I'm so happy for what I'm hearing. I haven't had a chance to buy it yet because I've just been so freaking busy. But from everything I'm hearing, I have not heard a single person say a single bad thing about it. Mm-hmm. And there are some people that are already trying to call it like the best Sonic game.
Did they not do that when Sonic Generation first came out though?
They did, and
like I remember
considering this is an extension of Sonic Generation, because now we got
it's a great game again.
Well, they said the shadow levels are just freaking fantastic.
I'm pretty sure it is, and of course, and me played all the old Shadow. It's like I'm talking like it's a lot of Shadow games, but it's only literally like one legit official Shadow games, and others like Game Boy to be played like the battle and they include Shadows,
and they got levels from all of
them. I know for a fact of they definitely, especially for the new generation of the time that we in, I know the animation and the cutscenes are going to look so phenomenal, and I know they added new shit.
Yes, and even in the main stuff, obviously they up the graphics, yes. They tweak some things.
I know
fix some bugs that was in the old one.
I know they added something to the story though, because in the old one, it's literally a path of choosing a hero, villain, or you're neutral, whatever this was. So I'm pretty sure this one is just, hey, this is a story. We're going straight through whatever this this Sonic X generation is, because I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. We're just going through a story. We don't care about the storyline of good or evil. We're just going straight.
No, the Shadow stuff is separate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The other game is just the same with a couple extra things.
No, I'm saying with the Shadow, I'm speaking on the Shadow
Yeah.
subject, because I'm pretty sure they're just going to stick to that storyline and go straight through. Shit, I might buy it today. Just play it today, honestly. Be honest with you, I might just play it today.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
why not?
Hey, what's up, Uchiha?
What's going on, Uchiha? Nurse Becky is getting some things together on that side, so we just skip straight to the week that was, why it's going right now. But no, I definitely am glad that people are saying that, because like it got levels, of course, from Sonic Adventure. They got levels for, and of course they do 2D versions of them too. So seeing some of those 2D versions again.
And they put Keanu Reeves in it.
I forgot today was Thursday. Week goes by so quick. Hey, look, you're here. That's all that matters. So, you know, that's all we definitely care about.
They even got some skins in that bitch that looks fucking phenomenal.
They even got like Sonic Frontiers based levels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Game.
Like they really, when they come to Shadow, they're gonna make sure they deliver with Shadow, because everybody know they like Shadow a little bit more than Sonic nowadays.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if you want to be honest with you, I'm a Sonic guy to the day I die. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I am going to acknowledge the Shadow fan base. It's like Dragon Ball Z right now. People like Vegeta more than Goku because of this character development of Vegeta, and Goku just became the person that nobody don't really. He just fucking becomes battle crazed, even though that was never the case in Z. I rewatched that. He was never that battle thirsty. Man, I rewatched Superman. And I just sat there and I'm just like, damn, he really this battle thirsty? In Z, it was never that. It was people want to come to him. Z, everybody came to him.
Yeah, new threat.
No matter who it was. The Saiyans, Cell androids, Buu. Everybody came to him. That was the main reason why he didn't want to stay on Earth.
Well, in Cell and Buu's point, technically they were already there.
They were technically there, but when they woke up, they were just like, where is he? Besides, Buu just became, I will fuck everybody, but Kid Buu came to the, okay, now I want to destroy him, because it was different phases of Buu's that you really want to look at. But Kid Buu was the one was like, yo, where's Kakarot?
But even with that being said, obviously Goku wants to protect his planet, so when you're told an android's about to come up and take everything out, no, you gotta handle that. Yeah. When you hear that, you know, this Majin Buu thing's about to come up again, terrorize, gotta do something about that.
But he's not, but the thing is, and that's both of those sagas, he didn't handle the androids, because the android just got demolished from Cell. And Buu, it was more of him trying to get the shine on the other kids, but they was acting so damn arrogant that they fucked up their own power level. Gotenks could have destroyed Super Buu, as Super Buu, the tall, skinny, slicker one. He could have destroyed him, but then, he got absorbed. Then Mystic Gohan came out. I can made a great debate that everybody tried to say Super Saiyan, Mystic Gohan was stronger than Super Saiyan. I said, I hear you, but I rewatched that entire thing. I don't agree with that. I really don't. Because he got fucking arrogant and got absorbed by Buu, and he could have literally destroyed Buu right then and there if he wanted to. But then when it came to Super Saiyan, Goku could have destroyed Buu if he wanted to when he showed Super Saiyan 3. He said it too many times.
Then probably. He's like, could you have done it?
No, he didn't even, it wasn't even a probably. He was like, yes, but I want to give my sons a chance to protect Earth, because I'm not going to be here for long. But then when you went down the road, Mystic Gohan got, as soon as Buu absorbed Mystic Gohan, absorb the teens, the fusions. Mystic Gohan did not matter no more. He was beating him up in fusion form. And Mystic Gohan was quote unquote the strongest shit ever, but Mystic Gohan was Super Saiyan 3. A Super Saiyan 3 fusion is beating the hell up out of a Mystic Gohan. I just want y'all to understand that, because y'all are literally getting on my nerves about that.
There were some other people in there too, but I get what you're saying. Still, it's if Gohan's supposed to be what everybody was hyping him up to be that entire saga, because the whole time it was always, you are the answer. You are the key. Come train with this damn sword. You're going to be the savior of all of us.
If you get trained by the Kai and then you unlock your hidden potential and then you still have more power to grow on, and then you go down there and you face a man who only was Super Buu, he didn't absorb him like that. He only beat the hell out of him, and then he was like, you know what? Let me give me more power. Then he absorbed the fusion and Piccolo because he needed a smart tactic. Bro, he had Super Saiyan 3 fusion inside of him, beating up a mystic Gohan. I just want y'all to understand that right now. I really want y'all to understand that. Because even, yeah, I'm going to call y'all out. Life, not Life for Anime Podcast, but it was a Life freestyle. And they kept saying this crazy shit. Can Mystic Gohan beat up Kid Buu? No! No! No, he cannot. You don't know why? Because in the damn show, y'all keep forgetting. But y'all want to make sure I'm stupid. I literally rewatched the entire thing. That's why I said, no, you're not finna beat me when it comes to Buu. I love Buu. I take Buu serious. Kid Buu and all the other forms, y'all keep saying Kid Buu is the most disrespectful one, but not the powerful one out of all the other forms.
That's not what they said, though.
Get the out of here. Bro, when Kid Buu showed up, the Kai said himself,
This is the real form.
This is the original badass. Not because he was disrespectful. He's his most original, powerful form out of all. When they literally talked to him, they said, Kid Buu is 2 times faster than all the other forms he ever had. That includes Mystic, that includes Piccolo, that includes Fusion, that includes all of the shit together. What are y'all talking about? Y'all gonna have to show me facts out here to let me know. Because I feel passionate about this, because y'all got me fucked up.
Talk.
You got me fucked up when it comes to the Buu saga. I rewatched that entire shit. For y'all to sit here and tell me that Mystic Gohan can kill Kid Buu, get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face with that shit. You know what's crazy? Super Saiyan 3 was supposed to kill him, but Goku did it again. He said, the reason I didn't do it because I know Vegeta wanted a chance to fight. He said it in the arc. If I'm wrong, please go watch the tape. Please go rewatch the tape. And I hate you fuckers who's going to pull the manga on me. I hate you fuckers because that's where y'all finna go.
But they do this all the time, though, because obviously from the beginning of that arc, Gohan was being prepped for Majin Buu.
That was the whole point.
Not Kid Buu.
That was the whole point.
That's what I'm saying. But they were not thinking that Kid Buu was going to show up. We know Majin Buu. You're strong enough to take Majin Buu out, which is true.
Yes.
But that's what we were prepping you for. It's kind of like when Piccolo showed up to Namek and he fused with Nail.
Yeah.
And now he's a Super Namekian and he was running the hands with Frieza. That base Frieza.
But until he was like, if you would absorb Kami, you actually couldn't handle Frieza.
Right. So it's like, I got this extra power. I'm going to come run these hands. But guess what? He's got different forms, bro.
Right. And when the Roars 1 came out and when Super Buu told fucking Vegeta, don't pull that, because I'm not going to be me no more, which he was not lying, bro, that was a different breed. Not because he was disrespectful. The man was so powerful, he done shit that niggas couldn't even do. My man put his foot through the ground and punching, kicking people. My man went to heaven.
And ran him again.
You saw how they was talking to him? Hey, stop it. What you doing up here? What the? Antenna whip. Blue. Krillin? You come here too.
And was about to blow it up.
Until he felt the power signature of Vegeta and Goku and went to their place and fought them there. But again, out of all of the freak, he even beat up Good Buu.
Pride puts the world in danger.
Then you're talking about Vegeta. Then that's a different story. But I do understand about that, though, because like I said, Gohan was proud. It wasn't like the fusion, right? When we got the fusion forms, you didn't have Vegeta cockiness versus Goku strength because you have a tactician versus a talent. Mm-hmm. You put them together, that's where you get Vegeta, and you see how, we all saw how fucking arrogant he was. But he did it for a reason the entire time. Because he had a plan the entire time while he was acting. Because everybody thought he was like, why are you acting so arrogant? No, he had a plan. He wanted to get absorbed so he can go inside and save his people and get out. It was a big test theory. Shout out to Vegeta because he's a tactician. Mm-hmm. But the arrogance was still there. But not everybody can be them and knowing have a plan at the same time. Gohan was one of the few people who was super fucking powerful, super fucking fun. But again, you had the power to do it, but you got your ass defeated by Buu at the end of the day. And you still got your ass whooped and then got absorbed. That's what kills me the most. That's what kills me the most about that. Oh God, that kills me. So if y'all finna ever in your life tell me that Mystic Gohan can beat up Kid Buu, I'm gonna smack 5 out of you. Cause you're insane. At this, like, you gonna have to rewatch the tape just like I did. Cause at first I was on the train with y'all. But until I heard all that shit and saw what happened, hell no. Fuck out of here. The fuck? And Mystic can't be that powerful because we just saw how Super is. It can't be that powerful. It can't be.
I mean, it was powerful for what they all were at the time.
But that's the whole thing about the whole Super arc. We need Gohan to hit his potential to become more powerful. I don't want to become a Saiyan no more, Dad. I want to find my own way to become powerful.
Hey!
You see how we switch? You see how we switch? You see how we drop nerd talk just to talk to you?
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we are back.
That shit was whack. I ain't gonna hold you.
His ears, whack. These headphones, whack.
Look,
I'm tight as fuck.
When you're live, you gotta know how to pivot. We held it down till you got back.
Oh, no, we was going off on Dragon Ball Z. Well, I ain't gonna lie.
I
was
heard
going
you,
off.
like,
I mean-
kid looking like a whole piece of chewing gum. That ain't what I want to say, but yeah.
I had no reason to go off because you weren't saying anything I disagreed with, so.
Because that was just crazy.
He just been like, I agree.
Nah, because I just saw the podcast and then people are running up on me, talking about I'm wrong. You're wrong. Look at the tape. Y'all sound stupid. Don't run up on me. That's just put me on the podcast. That's how y'all really feel. You feel funky, put me on there. I'm going to hold my ground. I ain't one of these other niggas. I know my Dragon Ball. You ain't finna play me. You're not finna play me. The fuck? Especially when it comes to Buu. You know I love the Buu saga.
Absolutely.
What? Fuck out of here. Go back and look at the tape. Fucking fairy tale people. Anyways.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, how are you, queen? Ha ha ha.
back.
It's about you. It's about you. It ain't about us nerd talking right now, because we're going to talk about nerd with you today. Don't get us wrong. But it's about you. Because honestly, I'm ready for the showcase about her.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Because we do have a thing on here that we have called a cosplay showcase, a.k.a. She Got That Shit. And
Okay.
I know you got us pulled up on the computer. Do you have us put up on the phone as well so you can see what everyone else is seeing?
The comments?
Like the actual stream itself.
I don't know. Listen, this is my first time really streaming on Twitch.
okay.
Like, I have a
It's
Twitch, but I've
okay.
never,
It's
used it.
okay.
So-
Pull the podcast up on your phone,
Yeah.
but make sure to turn the volume down, of course.
Yeah.
Because I want you to be able to see what we're about to do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I want to have intercourse with you.
Yeah.
Intercourse with you.
Relations.
Intercourse with you.
Y'all funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat love food. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a showcase coming, and
Woo!
we are going to start with the cosplay that she was wearing when I met her for the very
First time. And we eased right on by. Yes, we did.
Oh, yes, my Lord Doma. I love Doma so much.
Could you even see from them contacts?
Hell no, nigga. Like, I could barely see.
Because I'm looking at them contacts. Them mother look like they bald. They cover your pupils, boy.
Listen, it's like this much space. And I had to constantly blink because they get those kind of contacts, the ones that's kind of opaque and super colored, they get dry easily. And so I kept having to blink or whatever. And it was very difficult to like see people, but I like to commit to my looks. So I was like, whatever. And yeah, I made it work. But yeah, that was like the one of the first gender bands. Well, not first, but one gender band that I've done. I think that was the second one actually that I ever did that I really liked. And I had men questioning, like, wait, am I attracted to Doma? And I'm like, listen, I mean,
I mean,
Doma kind of fluid anyway. So
yeah, yeah,
No, Doma's the guy. You know, I cosplay him too. So
yep.
I don't have the eyes though, because unfortunately they don't make those eyes in prescription.
they
Trust me, I
don't,
looked everywhere.
unfortunately.
Maybe they do now. It's been like
Couple of
a year and a
years
half since
because
I last
it was
looked.
new
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult.
Yeah,
At the
it was
time-
very difficult.
At the time,
It
Doma
was very
was
difficult.
manga
Mine-
only.
Mhm.
So
Yep, you
Yeah.
had to get it from a
Like I had to
specific
go on
website.
AliExpress to even find a costume. And when I got it, it was a little bit too big, so I had to get it altered, and it was still kind of too big.
Mm.
And then they did not have the fans at that time, so that's why I had the wooden fans. Like I literally had a person at what con was that I went to? MomoCon. She was like, "Your costume's great. You don't have the fans." I was to say, "Bitch, like you gonna buy the fans for me?" They didn't
That's
have
crazy.
the fans.
That's
When
crazy.
I first got the costume, so you gonna nitpick about this little thing about me not having the golden fans? I mean, I probably could have spray painted the fans, but bro, I ain't had time for that. So no.
I mean,
But
it's
yeah,
okay. People do that
now
to Tegan all
his
the time.
costume is. Oh yeah,
They be like,
like
hey, yo, where
and
your
that's the
bitches
thing.
at? Oh, yo, where your... I ain't gonna lie. I was the guy with the bitches. I ain't gonna lie. I was that guy. I will be completely honest. I was the one of them. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I looked at Tegan, I was like, where your bitches at, bro? Hey, where your hoes at, bro? Like, I'll be honest. I was one of them. I stopped now. I got better. But at the time, yeah, I was the troll. I was that troll. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Diabolical.
I am. I'm sorry.
meanwhile, I was just always running around as a Nitsu, pretty much going, "I'm looking for the
Oh.
hoes."
You mean?
But yes, MomoCon. This is what she had on. It was the day that I found out who Nurse J Becky was. I just walked up on her. She was talking to mutuals, obviously. Turned. Hey, that's a nice Doma cosplay. Compliment. Couple of words. Took a picture. Still got the picture. And the rest is history.
I know, right? Look where we at.
Yeah,
now.
I just kept like running into you. I'm like, oh hey, because sometimes I really can't see at cons because I have those contacts in and they get blurry. And I mean, I had the worst experience at this DreamCon this year, but whatever.
Mm.
So sometimes I'm like, I thought I saw them, maybe I didn't see them, but
So,
so if I ever see you and I got contacts in and I don't like recognize you, my apologies, because those contacts are not easy.
what we're saying is, chances are, the time I met Nurse Becky for the very first time, if somebody's gonna get that reference eventually, but when I saw you for the very first time, there's a chance that you might not have even remembered because your vision was that blurry. You probably have to wait till you got tagged in a photo. It was like, who is this guy? And when did I take a picture with him?
Oh no, I the picture actually popped up on my phone like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh yeah, I did meet Trail that day for the first time.
Mm.
So yeah, I remember. Y'all
Nah, we
funny.
definitely appreciate it, but nah, I'm definitely a Domo person over here. But what I'm also is a big superhero fan, and I am really big on X-Men. So if you would look at your phone and see what we got put up right now.
Yes, I love Rogue so much.
No. Did she not kick your ass with the Jean Grey cosplay before when you was in that too? Did she not kick you in your chest with that or punch you very hard? That you
Oh no, yeah, in this Rogue, yes.
Yeah, so that looks like I think I recognize that one.
Here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that punch. It hurt as much as it looked, and we did 2 takes.
But it wasn't as hard as it could have been because I didn't want to hurt him. So yeah, I kind of like blunted it, and I didn't do it like full force
And
either.
she was still
Cause
holding back.
Damn, what did they say
look, I'm
about you a little
Tsunade for
bit?
real, bro. I like
She
when
is
he
strong.
told me to do the mush when
Yes.
I was Tsunade and he was a Netsu. I was like, "Are you sure? Are
Are
you
you sure?
sure?"
Actually,
So,
no. I gotta revise that story. Let's not do that to everybody.
Oh, oh,
Let's not do that to everybody.
okay.
DreamCon, which of course would be the second time that I would ever meet Nurse Becky, and by that point, I'd already knew who she was, had seen all her work, and was like, "Hey, I'm a fan. I need to get her in a video."
Okay.
I told you when I had that idea for DreamCon, she was one of the people. I was like, I want some girls, but she was one of the people that I said specifically, I want Nurse Becky in this video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
want some girls.
I went there looking for you, and when I found you, and I was like, "Do you want to do the video with me real quick?" And you were like, "Sure." Which, by the way, was nice for you because at that point, that was only the third time you had ever seen me ever. So I already got them for that.
yeah.
And we went over to the corner, and all I said was, "I'm gonna run up on you, and I want you to reject me." I did not say what I wanted you to do because that's not what I do to people. I never tell people what I want them to do because if I'm gonna do videos with other creators, I want the creators to be creative. You know, that's the whole point of a collab. So I never told you what to do. I just said I'm gonna run up on you. That shove came out of nowhere. I did not see it coming. I was not expecting it. Now, after we did it the first time, it was like, okay, that's good. Let's do another take. But the initial one, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I was like, but I don't think I mushed you in the face though. I think I like pushed you.
No,
I forget.
they
I
were
just
both
know
they were both
he-
mushes. I still have the outtakes.
Oh wow.
Okay, 'cause I was like, did I mush him the first time? But yeah, like that second one was kind of brutal. I was like, shit. I
No,
think
you
I
pushed
think
me.
I hit
You,
hard.
you pushed me on the second video we did at Dragon Con. That was where you shoved
Yes.
me down to the ground. And once again, we did a couple of takes. In fact, we did about 4 of those because at first we did a couple of takes out in the side of the hotel where the floor was actually hard. It was not carpet.
It was linoleum.
And
God mercy.
You know, I commit. When I fall, I fall.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt too.
So I fell twice there, and then still had the wherewithal that when I was looking back at it, we were going to different places to shoot other areas. I was like, to be honest with you, I don't really like that lighting over there. I like it better here. Let's do that first part again. So we ended up doing it 2 more times,
Yes.
and again, I still have all of those. My hip still remembers that day when I fell down on that hard thing. Those 2 times. It was sore for about a week, but it's okay because I always say for the content, I'd do it again. At least for another 10 years, then my body might say, nah, you're a little too fragile for that, bro. But for now, for the content.
I love yours in that too, though. Like, I feel like you're the one cosplayer that does it right because that's how he is. I see people that will cosplay him, and I'm like, but are you simping though, bro? Because that's like a part of his character. No, for real. Because like, if you not simping, if you just trying to be cool and no, that's him when he's asleep, but when he is awake, he looking for the hoes.
At least towards the end. Like, when he gets serious, he finally gets serious. But, yeah, for the most part.
right now, basically.
Yeah, where we at right now, basically.
Where we at right now.
But up until that
So
point, I mean,
sad.
we met this man trying to propose to a woman.
Yeah.
Please marry me. Don't even know this girl.
She said, but are you sipping though? Hey, nigga, what you talking about? Hey, I see you be Zenetsu, but are you sipping though? Hey, she said, you better sip. If you ain't sipping, you ain't doing nothing right, boy. Ooh, she just gave y'all the keys. Y'all better take notes. You better take notes right now.
But yes, with that being said, though, all good things must come to an end. So I've got like 3 more ideas for Zenitsu sipping videos, and then I'm putting those to bed because you don't want to beat a dead horse, no matter how good something is.
Right, right.
So I got 3 more guys. After that, I'm done. If I do anything else that will be involved simping, it'll be in another outfit. I'll probably switch to Denji or something because I do have my Denji cosplay, and technically I already did some simping stuff with him at Geek Retreat.
Hey, I have a Makima.
Oh
I
shit.
have a Makima outfit. I got a couple of them.
Oh
So
shit.
I guess we got another photo shoot coming.
Well, y'all enjoy that. I just want
I
to
have a nurse one. I got a Dom one that's like a fan art, and I have her original look.
look here. I was just
I will come up with something.
just let me just wave my flag like last time when y'all met. I just want to be like, bye, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, go ahead, get your photo shoot on. All right, I'm not gonna be there because I don't want to be rude. Go enjoy
Unfortunately,
yourself.
speaking of
Yeah.
photo shoots, unfortunately, you weren't there for the one we just did because that was my impromptu trip down to Atlanta,
You.
and
That was fun.
that was one of my favorite ones because that was a bucket list cosplay that I always wanted to do, a bucket list video that I always wanted to do. I've already posted my solo pictures. I will be posting the group ones in the next couple of days, so you guys can definitely look out for that. But
Yay.
it was a lot of fun despite all of the annoyance from people that we had.
Ugh. And me being spooked. About to spit outside in the dark.
She doesn't like dark, spooky things. And we did that on a street with a lot of trees down each side with no lights other than the lights that we brought. And there were squirrels that kept moving through. And every time a squirrel moved through some
Right.
branches,
Damn. Damn.
I was jumping and looking crazy.
and I kept going, probably just a squirrel.
Listen,
Meanwhile, there's a
I
killer like this in the
I
bushes.
don't like horror. I don't like anything scary. I am a scaredy
Oh yeah, don't
cat.
go in the
I
haunted
spook
house.
easy.
Let's not go in the haunted house. Let's not.
But
I would never go in a haunted house.
none of that was creepier than the guy that just sat there staring at us.
Right, weirdo.
Oh wait,
He
so
was
it
so
was an actual
weird.
guy staring.
No, what? Well, like 'cause people lived on that street, so it was one thing when people come up and down. I don't mind that because if you live on the street or you're visiting, or even the people that would slow down when they got to us and then sped up. Like, okay, people are nosy. Hey, I can be a nosy person if I see somebody doing some content on the side of the street, whatever. But
Right.
no, there was this one guy who pulled out, then he was going down the street, and as he was passing the street, he stops in the middle of the street and is just sitting there. And it's just sitting there. I said, the guy is blocking traffic. What is he doing? And he sat there for a minute. Then he backed up.
Uh-huh.
Still in traffic, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, he's going to try to turn down this way because he sat right there at the top of the street for the longest. So then
So
he
weird.
finally pulls in, slows down, stops at us, slowly goes up, goes just a little bit away from us, turns around, and just sits his car right there.
God damn, nurse. I didn't know
With
you had
the
it like
red lights
that.
on.
Damn,
With the
nurse,
red
what's
lights
going on, man?
I don't know. Weird, just weirdness be happening.
And we were all
And I
telling him,
just
like, you should have seen Senpai. Senpai was like, hey, man, we like, look, we busy over here. Like, what's your problem, bro? It's like, if we can't just continue, because number one, you don't want to give him that satisfaction. Number two, he's in the background now.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
we
no!
stayed out there way later. One of our lights ended up going out. Battery ran down, waiting on
Yeah.
this dude. But everything still turned out great, though. But that, no. Like,
Turned out
guys,
great.
don't
And
be
it was-
that person.
Damn, nurse.
Please
I didn't
don't.
know y'all had it like that.
Listen,
I mean,
it's okay. It all turned out great. So that's what mattered in the end, for
she
real.
looked amazing in that Ola Ray. I'm telling you right now. Like, that,
Thank you.
she destroyed that look. And another look that she destroyed.
That's on the hashtag page.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I didn't need. Well,
I couldn't
so
even talk to you
this
that day.
look.
Too many people was on you. I was like, you know what? You
Oh
got it.
I
my
didn't even get to see her
god.
that day.
You fine. I ain't finna walk up on you, girl. You got it.
I was stuck. I was stuck in one part of the convention center, and I almost missed the Sailor Moon meetup because everybody kept stopping me. And I mean, like, though I love taking pictures with people, meeting people, but sometimes I think people aren't like considerate of the fact that I want to enjoy the con too, and go to events. I couldn't go to any of the events that I signed up for that day. I couldn't go to the basketball game. I couldn't go to the panels I wanted to go. The only panel I went to was Irvin Lambert's panel because he was showing his fan film of One Piece that he did. That's the only one I was able to go to because I was adamant about that. But yeah, I love that cosplay. I've
The
never been to
One
any
Piece is
carnival, and
real!
I wanted to, do it right. I was a part of a group. I was a part of a group that was doing Sailor Moon Carnival for BlurCon, but I had got COVID
Mm-hmm.
and I could not be a part of the group. Shout out to Empress Jasmine. I couldn't be a part of the group. And I was like, yo, I spent all this money on my costume. And Pantarona Cosplay, who is from Trinidad, and she's like the first person to start the whole carnival cosplay looks. She made my costume. I commissioned her for it because I'm like, I'm not from the islands. I'm black. I'm from Chicago. I don't know how to make any of this stuff. And I also am very adamant on looking on point because that's just how I am. So she did an amazing job without even fitting me. Like we had to do some really intricate measurements, but she made my costume to the T. She made the vision come to life. She sent me a perfect sketch, and it turned out exactly like the sketch. And to be like at DreamCon, like it was a dream to wear this. So it was perfect to wear it to DreamCon.
Oh yeah, he's a
I
yeah.
just wish that I had a consistent handler throughout the day because it was not easy getting around in this. I still have scars on my shoulders from the backpack, but it was so worth it. Like I had people who were from the islands like coming up to me and complimenting me. Of course, I always gave credit to Pensacola because I did not make it. So I did get to the Sailor Moon meetup right in time as all the Jupiters were there taking pictures. And they're like, any more Jupiters? I'm like, me. They're like, oh my God, get her.
And made
So
the
it was great.
hashtag.
You know what? I never see like when I go viral. I never see it. Nobody ever really tells me. Nobody tags me. It just happens, and I don't know. But for me, it was just making sure like that Pantarona got credit because people will take other people's ideas and not credit them, and I just feel like as a creative, that's like really bogus. You know, especially if it's not something that you created yourself. Don't lie about making something. Be integritous. Give credit where credit is due. I'm not a crafter. I'm not a seamstress. I don't do. I don't. I occasionally will make. The only one I made is the snoo snoo. That's the only one that I made with assistance from a printer. Other than that, I have not made any of my own cosplay. I commission them or I buy them and get them, tailored or whatever. But this was my favorite look this year. It's sitting over there, packed up. It's not gonna get unpacked unless somebody invites me out to wear it somewhere. But I had so much fun in this look. I I love Jupiter, so it was like the perfect mashup of Carnival and Jupiter. I just hated that my contacts messed my eyes up and I couldn't go to DreamCon Sunday. But it was worth it though. It was worth it.
You had scars on. You said you had scars on your back by
Yeah.
by wearing that.
On my shoulders. On my shoulders I still have scars from the big overarching part is a backpack. It's literally made from wire and you put it on your shoulders and it was tied around me to stay in place. I literally could not go to the bathroom the entire con because the bra was connected by the underwear. It's just like a long strap. So in order to go to the bathroom, I had to completely take the costume off, including the
Mm-hmm.
backpack. Everything was connected.
That means you had to bogart at. Hey, ain't nobody coming in this bathroom right now. Hey, you out here? Nah, you good? You can wait. You can
Oh
wait.
no! Luckily, my friend Sean, he's a veteran cosplayer. He was my handler for the latter half of the day, and my hotel was down the street. So he was
Mm,
bogarting through the crowd. He was
mm-hmm.
bogarting through the crowd, and then he got me a pedicab to like ride me quickly down the street because my feet was on fire to the hotel. And then my friend was in the hotel. She had to quickly strip me out of everything to get to the bathroom. Yeah,
Yes.
it was
And
crazy. But
between
Oh my
that,
gosh.
look, between that and like she said, her eyes, but it was all worth it for the photos. So, like I
yes,
said, of course,
yes,
I hated it unfortunately because she was not able to do a lot of things. One of the things she was supposed to do was be in my Zenitsu video. So it's weird that I
yeah.
have a sipping video and she's not in it.
Mm.
You know,
I was sad. I was so butthurt.
Mm.
Salty.
and it was one of my favorite videos too that I did. So I loved it so much. But every time I come up to the one spot in the video, and I always look at myself and I'm like, this spot right here was supposed to be Nurse Becky.
Mm.
Because I already planned out how I was going to do everything.
Mm.
But I was able to get somebody
Just
else to help me. So, still a
word of
great video.
advice:
Would have
don't
been
wear
even better
old
with her.
contacts. Don't wear old contacts. And I should have known better, but I'm like, I only wore them once. That'd be okay. That bitch was a year old, and I should have known better. And so yeah, now I got through out all my old contacts. I have all fresh new contacts. Each time I'm just gonna throw them out and just get new ones. I'm not gonna even mess with it.
Honestly, I got to replace all of my contacts with the exception of the ones that I wore for Meliodas this year because those were I bought new. But
Mhm.
everything else, they're old and I'm hard headed. I still put them on. I've been putting them on to do these 31 days, but I know that I'm only putting them in for like 15, 20 minutes, and my eyes still burn for like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like, let me hurry up and get these things out for the freaking content.
Mm. Yeah, for
Mm.
the content. For the.
No, my Naruto contacts are fairly new too, but yes, the rest of them need to be replaced. My Shisamaru contacts, they just completely cracked. They dried out and cracked. Like, they
Oh
weren't
yeah.
going to need to be replaced, but they do now because I've left around and let them dry out and crack.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lord
It's a wrap.
Shishomaru, how could you?
I'm going to get them, obviously, because that's another one of my most known cosplays these days is that one because it's a lot and it is great. But I'm glad that you were able to put this on. Like you said, always give credit because there are a lot of amazing designers out there. And if you are a great designer, you have to get your credit.
Yes.
Speaking of great
I'm really
designers,
big on that. Yes.
the final one that we're putting up here is from another amazing designer, not a cosplay, just an outfit.
Yes. I love Kiki Chia. She's so cute. She's very nice. She's doing music now. Like she's doing so many things, and now she has Kiki's attire, which I really like anime swag. However, like a lot of it is pretty much the same. Like t-shirts, hoodies. So when she started showing these two-piece skirt outfits, I'm like, oh my god, this is like up my alley. I absolutely love the fits. I have a Goku one, which I got it. I got the fit already. I got the fit already together. I don't know where I'm gonna wear it to yet, but I'm gonna put that shit on. And this one, I just love Naruto, the whole series. Period. So I'm like, Lady of the Leaf, why not? And yeah, like this outfit could do no wrong for me. I just bought the Princess Hibino one. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too big, so I'm waiting to like get it exchanged, and I'm a freak that too. But yeah, this look, I mean, sometimes like this is a look that you can wear out, and you can dress it up in a full cosplay or just wear it casually. But those who know, and they'll come up to you and be like, this looks familiar. Like I know, I'm like, yeah, it's from Naruto. So it's a nice conversation starter, and support Black women owned business. Yes, I love that she made something for the girlies that are girly. So I love it. I love
And
it.
it's exclusive because she does not make this one anymore. So if you didn't get it at the time, it is gone.
I know. I just ordered me
Yep. And I will tell you, because
a good
I'm on
one from
my
there.
weight loss journey. Even when I lose weight and the skirt might fit big, I'm gonna get taken in. What you mean? I'm not about to get rid of this outfit ever. Like it's stretchy. Even I wore it at DreamCon at Chop Sushi's after party, and it was hot, but it wasn't like outside. It was hot, and though it's long sleeve, it's stretchy, but I still felt cool. Like it's a great outfit. It's a great outfit. I have nothing bad to say about the outfit
Don't worry,
at
Kiki.
all.
I copped the new out. I copped two outfits that you posted. Yeah, I'm just waiting on them.
Yes, no. Everybody knows that Kiki Chia does super amazing work. I have the overalls, which I have worn at a couple of occasions. I've worn them to an after party, and I was shouting out Kiki's name all day, every day, because Kiki is super sweet, super amazing. She was just on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and it was great being able to chop it up with her as well. But when she makes amazing things like this, especially since she's getting more and more into unisex stuff and guy stuff as well, because like she told us, she said, you know, she started off with skirts because that was what she knew. That's because that's what she likes to wear all the time. So, you know, you start off with what you're familiar with and then slowly branch off from there. So, guys, in case you thought all she did was making skirts, no. She's got something for you guys, too. Just make sure you check it out. And get it while you can, because again, when they're gone, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, see, as I always do when I bring our guests on here, I ask them to send me a list of stuff that they like, their favorites, whether it's favorite animes, favorite cartoons. And she gave me a pretty interesting list. Mm-hmm. So, because of that list, I need to go there first, so it's time to ask her the same question we ask everybody, because we got to get that one out the way real quick. So, we always ask people on here, when it comes to cartoons, what do they prefer, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
This question is dumb. I'm sorry, because that's not fair. This is not a fair question, because they both have their...
It's not dumb.
This
is not dumb. Have you not heard the Kendrick Lamar like that? You pick a side and you stay there. Where are we going?
Listen, let me tell you something. This question is an unfair question, for just to say it in a better way. It's not a dumb question. It's a good question, but it's an unfair question, because I love cartoons from both of them, and it's not fair. It's not a fair question.
Do you not know what this is?
The One Piece is real!
Listen, okay. Look, since this is a podcast about being real, I'm gonna be real. I can't pick a side, because they both equally...
Don't J. Cole me! Don't you J. Cole me! Don't you J. Cole me right now! Don't you J. Cole me talking about I walked out of the battle bloody on both of their sleeves. No, you did not! Don't you J. Cole me right now!
Okay, listen. They both have had a very significant role to play in my childhood and up through adulthood.
Same.
Cartoon Network does not exist anymore. They don't exist anymore, unfortunately. And Nickelodeon's still here.
Wait, who's not here?
Wait, Cartoon Network's still here?
What are you talking about?
The
website not here.
They said it was done.
No, that's the website.
The website is done.
Okay, well, excuse me, because I was like, is it called for real?
Nah, website. The website.
The website where all the old games and stuff used to be. It's gone.
Done. Okay, thank you, because I'm like, I was so confused. Mind you, I don't always have time to do my research on these things. I'm a busy woman with my real life job.
Mm-hmm.
But,
absolutely.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, well, I like Scooby Doo. I like SpongeBob. SpongeBob is like up here for me, you know. But if I have to pick hard body, I would pick Nickelodeon, because like literally for me, like Nickelodeon, I had a whole schedule. I had a whole schedule of things that I would watch in the summertime growing up. So it kept me entertained. And then if it wasn't Nickelodeon, it was BET with everything, with all the video shows and stuff like that. But we did have both channels, and I watched both channels faithfully. But I just so happened to watch Nickelodeon a little bit more, because they had more of the things that I like to watch. And then when I got older, and then I started watching Toonami, then I was watching Cartoon Network more. So that's why in the beginning I said I really can't pick a side, because they both are like, I really can't say one is better than the other, because they both are great.
And you know what? And that's usually fine in regular conversation, but you know how TV and media works. When you're in the TV and media business, it's like, nah, we need an answer one way or the other. But you know what?
That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking beside it.
It's fine.
I'm sticking beside it.
It's okay.
Because
It's okay.
You know,
It's nothing wrong. It's nothing
like
wrong.
I can't.
It's nothing wrong.
I can't.
We're not dissing you.
Like,
We're not, because what we always say is we never say when you pick one that means you hate the other one. We love Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. We grew up on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
With Disney.
I can't.
And
Like,
I was like, you ain't. No, you better throw Disney up in there.
For the purpose of this conversation.
I get it, but I'm
Right.
saying, it's just.
But I
It's
will
the-
say this because we do ask this to all of our guests.
Yeah.
You are now on the side with what's that? 5 people now.
Yeah, you on there with My, you're on there with Stuff, you're on there with Raven, what's her name? Gliz, Mary, Miriam, and you're on there with Lit.
Yeah.
I can't.
There's nothing.
Everybody else said Cartoon Network.
There is
so
no-
you're in the,
there's
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong.
In fact, it's kind of good that more and more people are.
I'm
wanting
so
to pick the other
happy
side.
that y'all finally getting soldiers over there, cause it's crowded over here.
Listen, I love animation, period. So for me, because I was also watching Boomerang, which is with Cartoon Network. They have all the older cartoons.
It's all coming
it's
back
like-
to me.
If it, if it was something that like, because after a certain time, Nickelodeon stopped showing cartoons at night. It's Nick at Night, and it's the stuff that I really ain't care about watching. I'm like, so then I go to Boomerang, and so it's they both hold a special place in my heart. So
If you
I
saw me looking down during your answer, I was
loved
looking
it.
down
I
at your
loved it.
list.
I loved it. I don't care what you say. You are not gonna fool me. Oh, when she hit that answer, that boy sting a little bit. That's I know she did not.
No, I was looking down at her list because I'm like, let me compare how many Nickelodeon shows she put on here versus how many Cartoon Network shows she put on here.
Oh shit.
That's where I was looking down.
And
Oh,
some
wait a
Disney,
minute.
some
So we
Disney
false
on there,
advertising?
too.
No, I was just like, let me double check. It's like, okay. And we're gonna talk in depth about some of these
And
cartoons
that's
too.
not
because,
an inclusive list. That's just a few.
no, of course the list is fluid. The list is fluid. We got it.
Oh shit. Oh, my fault? Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Put our hands up. Wait a minute. My fault?
You
My fault?
tryna
Hey.
I
Hey.
see you. Nah, don't do me, fam. I see you.
Hey, my hands are right now. My fault? Hey.
I'm like, what's going on?
My fault? I'm not ready for the swing. My fault?
I don't know. But let's talk a little bit about some of these cartoons we have on here because it's nice to reminisce on the podcast. It's real.
All right.
One of the things that she did put on here, which is why I had to double look, is because of course she talks about that cat and mouse.
Yeah. Emmy winners.
Emmy's over here, yeah,
Emmys.
absolutely,
Yeah.
even more than the rabbit, which is crazy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen.
Hey, we've been
Tom and
they've been around
Jerry.
not longer, but they definitely been around
Tom
for
and
some
Jerry
years.
classic. Come on now. Like
Absolutely.
people
Until they fucked
still
up the movie.
quote certain things from Tom and Jerry. Come on now. Is you ain't my baby. That whole episode showed you Jerry's true nature. He was a hater, bro. Jerry was a straight hater. Like I understand that you trying to sleep. Tom trying to get his Mac on. Know what I'm saying? You ain't have to throw a brick at that man. You was bogus as hell for that.
I ain't
Like,
gonna
come
lie.
on.
I feel like if the shoes were reversed, you would feel different.
Like I'm
No.
trying.
Like, hey, I bet the shoes
No,
were reversed.
Because
No,
remember,
listen, because
at first,
yeah.
he was
Was
trying
trying-
to deal with it.
Yes.
And then everything started shaking.
Yeah.
And his whole place got destroyed.
Yes.
So by the point, by
yes.
the time the little mouse like smacked him in the back of the head, he was like, all right, that's it.
Hey, nah. Is you double
I
better with a ball box?
definitely felt very
Hey, shut up, nigga. He made sure he let you know. Like he let him know that time. I do agree on this theory though with the Tom and Jerry, but because everybody know I love Tom.
Man,
I love
Alex
Tom.
Tam.
I love Tom to death. But people kind of forgot to realize, yes, the newer one that we seen, not the
Talking about the
Netflix
newer
ones,
classic
not,
ones.
but the newer classic ones around that time where the animation got better and stuff around that time. Jerry was picking on Tom most in that occasion, and sometimes it just be his friends or random like ducks and mouses and be just come in on episode as a friendly thing. But the old original one,
Tom dicked with that man constantly.
Tom was just a dick. Jerry was just Jerry was literally walking one day and Tom was just like this outside already. He's like, yeah, I've been waiting on you. I was like, damn, I just woke up. Like I just woke up. You already about to smack me with a bat?
Think about it though. What was Tom's role in the house?
To get rid of the mice.
Tom's role in the house was to get rid of mice.
Any outside?
You understand?
But okay, because you know me, I know my
I
Tom
was
and
like,
Jerry.
but there was outside episode.
Because we also gotta keep in mind, he is a cat.
Yeah.
So
right.
The episode where Jerry saved Spike from the dog pound, and he told him, all you gotta do is whistle when you need me.
Oh my
and
God!
Man just was walking, minding his own business, and Tom jumped out with the fork and the knife. Ha! It was bothering nobody.
Bruh.
You're right.
Or let's not forget the episode with cousin from New York came to visit.
Yes.
When cousin from New York came to visit, cause Jerry, he was minding, he was cool and all that stuff, and then cousins came to town, was like, hey yo, cuz, what's up with you? I know I want something to drink. Let's go get something. He was like, bruh, nah, we don't need to go outside. Why? You scared of this? They ain't from where we from. Let me just go ahead and give me some. Wow! Got the milk. It's like, give me that. It walked right inside. It was chilling. That man terrorized Tom that entire series and went to go get another New Yorker's cat to go get the New Yorker mouse and literally demolished them. It was like, look here, cuz. Don't you worry. Anytime you got a problem, just put on this outfit. He'll come running and begging for mercy.
But remember, the reason all of that started was because Tom was antagonizing him, and he sent his cousin a letter that said, look, I'm having a problem with Tom. I need your help. I bet. And as soon as he walked in with no hesitation, because Tom was throwing fireworks at his ass. And as he just throwing them and throwing the interrogation, he just walked in, just, hey, what's up? Oh, hold on a second.
Tell you. That man is a different level, bro. Jerry be having a lot of sidekicks be helping him out, like especially Touche Pussycat.
Right, yeah, that little
Oh yeah.
That little mouse.
that little mouse was crazy.
That little Frenchy mouse. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, I can't even lie. Touche Pussycat.
His freaking uncle, you know, like Tom wasn't bothering nobody, but this man kept needing freaking guitar strings.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Farm recording, heat erotic. Come on. They just kept taking this man.
I forgot about that old man. Oh, that old man.
Come on. Like he wasn't bothered. Just give me that string. And Tom was very tolerant because he could have just ate him whatever, but after a while, look, that hurt. Getting a whisker pulled. That's why. And after a while, he started running from him.
He's like, I broke my vessel. I need another whisker.
The man started hitting the door with the axe to try to get the Tom. That man just said, look, I will pull the whisker off myself. Here.
Right.
He's like, oh, thank you. God damn it, I broke it again. I swear, boy.
But I love Tom because, like you said, the man was like one of the original people on TV with so much riz before that was even a word. Like this man,
Cowboy Tom.
The Cowboy Tom is probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
What he did with that cigarette.
Oh, absolutely. How?
Right.
One hand, two. One hand. What? Not many people can roll up with one hand. I just want to point that out there. My man pulled it out, licked it, flipped it, shot it, came down, hit it in one. He didn't took 5. He didn't take his time. No, he inhaled it and pulled up and said, howdy, boy. Boy, if that ain't smooth, I don't know what is, bro. I don't know what is. I saw smooth.
It was the walk first and the silent howdy, ma'am, with the acknowledgement.
With the hat tilt. With the simple, with it.
Right.
I love it.
And even then, he was antagonizing Jerry because he made him lick the cigarette.
That's what I'm saying. He pulled them out. He pulled it out. Flicked it, shot it.
reality.
Boy, that was some Riz, boy. He wasn't that strong of the Riz until they showed that depressing episode. They never.
But even before he got there, though, like the one girl he tried to Riz up, and he was just so boring. And she told him, like, you a square, you ain't nothing. Look at your outfit. Like, do better, basically. And that man went and cut out that thing, put that outfit on, had it pulled all the way up the hill with the hat and the chain. That man came in looking clean, boy.
He be trying. That's the thing. He be trying to get the Riz going, but like I said, that one episode when you trade everything for that one Pacific
man
female,
traded his arm, his leg, his soul.
Ooh, he signed everything for a small diamond.
She pulled out the magnifying glass to look at it.
Wait, no, before she did that, before she hit it with that, he was like, "Oh, this that small."
No, that's before when she put out
that's
the
what I'm
other
saying.
guys.
When she looked at it, she
All right, but before I show you what the other guy got me, put this on real quick, because you're going to blind yourself.
Right.
What? And then and then you showed up in the car. I was like, hey, you like my put. Hey, you like my whip? And I know when you get hit by a long limo. It didn't even stop. It just kept going, bro. That was the most disrespectful shit ever, bro. It was so crazy because Jerry was trying to hype him up like, hey, bro, like, hey, you want to chase me, right? Like, man, move, bro. I'm just waiting on this train, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Move, don't talk to me, bro. I just want to be on this train.
The One Piece is real.
It was sad.
Arigato for the follow.
It was a sad episode. A lot of people could relate, but that episode was
dark. It was very dark.
Jerry talking about my girl loyal. Next thing you know, just married. Boy, he got sick after that. You know what? My girl.
Move over.
Matter of fact, your girl jump you. We only got each other. So how about you had this bet, and I'll just run. You come chase me. Sound good to me. All right. All right. I guess that's just how life works when it comes to Tom and Jerry and women.
And women.
I
will say this, because this might be a deep cut, but you know one of the things I like talking to you about is deep cuts. So I know you watched Tom and Jerry because you put it on the list. And, you know, I was actually watching that when I was down there in Atlanta. That's what I had on in the background before we went to the museum. Just Tom and Jerry, because that's my stuff.
I thought I heard that. I was like, I think I hear Buzz Bunny or Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I had Tom and Jerry running.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Tom and Jerry Kids?
Oh, Lord.
I did watch Tom and Jerry Kids.
That's a deep cut because that doesn't come on anymore.
It doesn't. Tom and Jerry Kids. The theme song was very catchy.
Come on and be
and
what the action is.
I feel like that was their way of kind of easing people into the newer generation of Tom and Jerry, because I mean that was super violent and they had a lot of like life stuff in there, you know, because they even, I mean, think about when it was made. Didn't it come out in like 1964 or something like that? Like
no,
in the
Tom
60s?
And Jerry Kids. Oh, the original Tom and Jerry.
No, the original one. Yeah, because
like
they, you know, they had
the 50s,
like,
40s
like,
actually.
You because they used to have the Mammy Maid in there. You never
Mammy
saw her face. Yep. But you know, it just, and then Tom's owners was white. So it was just very telling of the times. So I feel like they still wanted to keep up with the series, but they had to like revamp it in a way.
It was
to like get.
Mammy Two Shoes did keep him in check though. Like I understand it's a product of the time, but she kept him in check.
And check all the time. She like, you lazy cat, you ain't doing your job, blah, blah, blah. Like she actually did keep him in
when
check.
This man tried to throw a party at her house while she was away playing probably bridge or whatever, and Jerry was just, Tom was all over him, and finally Jerry was like, you know what, I'm gonna snitch on this man, and actually called her a party at my house. She busted through the door, and he opened it. Thomas, he shut the door back up and took off running.
I feel like Tom and Jerry. I feel like Muppet Babies and Tom and Jerry Kids, like those two, were on around the same time.
They were, because that was the era where someone had the bright idea to make everybody kids. because it wasn't just Muppet Babies, which I also looked at, which unfortunately will never get a re-release because at the time that it was airing, if you remember episodes of Muppet Babies, they used to show a whole lot of stock footage of other movies and stuff, and they did not get the permission to do that. So, because they said throughout the entire series, we would rather ask for forgiveness than permission. So, at the time they got away with it, but now as far as like trying to put it on streaming services, you would have to get the permission and pay all these people for all these movies, which is why you can't find Muppet Babies anywhere, and you never will.
Wow, I did not know that.
You would have to, hopefully somebody will upload them all on YouTube if they haven't already, and you'll have to find them that way. But Muppet Babies, there was Tom and Jerry Kids, there was also Flintstone Kids. You remember Flintstone Kids was also a thing, which I watched all the time, especially because of Captain Caveman. But you know, there was Yo Yogi, was also one, and one I know you know about, a pup named Scooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby, Scooby. I love pup named the mystery in town.
Okay.
Proud of Scooby, a pup named Scooby Doo. That's like cause he is the crew. Yeah, no. Pup named Scooby Doo was so dope. He made me want to eat Scooby snacks for real. I was like, he look good. Like, he's like going crazy for him. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Scooby snacks, when I was a kid, they did look pretty appealing because of a pup named Scooby Doo. I knew he ate Scooby snacks in the OG Scooby Doo, but a pup named Scooby Doo used to like, because I meant the man used to have, let's call it what it is, these orgasmic feelings every time he ate those things.
Right.
Which, by the way, was a retread of an older cartoon that used to do that too, where he used to always get the doggy treats. That's where they got it from. And they used to do the exact same thing. But yes, a pup named Scooby-Doo, which is hard for me to say because I am a huge, huge Scooby-Doo fan just like you are. A pup named Scooby-Doo might be my favorite iteration of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, honestly, like, other than the original Scooby-Doo, with the creep out and all that, a pup named Scooby-Doo, that's like near dear to me. I used to watch every episode. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we all knew the monster was Red Herring.
Yep. Red Herring. And then there was an episode when it really was Red Herring, and he didn't say it. He was so
because the whole time he was like, they were like, you always blame Red. He's like, fine, I'm not gonna accuse him this time. I'm not gonna do it. And every time he's like, I think I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not gonna say it. When they found out it was Red, he was underground. I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He was.
Well,
because
they said the origin story, if you remember that episode, was when they were little babies on their very first case, the monster was Red Herring. And they said, yeah, that was the only time he was. And Freddy never forgot it. It's like from that point forward. Freddy was my guy in a pup named Scooby Doo.
For real.
The way they just did everything. But yes, OG Scooby Doo obviously is my thing. So of course I gotta ask you, the Scooby Doo fan, how do you feel about Scrappy?
Oh damn, she don't like her.
All right, you gotta take a swig first.
She took a breath. You ain't hear the breath? You ain't heard the breath? I heard it. She hit it. She hit me with. I said, yo, she ain't fucking with Scrappy.
Scrappy is like poof to me, bro. Like,
damn.
Scrappy was free poof. But I'm like, yo, we ain't need you. You was doing a lot, Scrappy. Like, I'll get him. Like, he was just extra to me for no reason. Like, the series was fine without him, but they just felt a need to add a little sidekick to Scooby. Scrappy was the antithesis of Scooby, because Scooby was scary.
That was the point.
Scrappy was about that life. Right. Right.
His name is Scrappy. What you mean?
Right.
Scrappy Cornelius Doo. What you mean?
You know, Scrappy was
name is Scrap. Like,
let me at him.
Rock him. Suck him. Like, that's the boy.
He was a lot sometimes for me. And I'm like, bro, just come on.
I will
Come on.
say this because there's a lot of people that don't know this because it gets lost to time. But Scrappy gets a bad rap in this point that the reason they added him in the first place was because Scooby Doo's ratings were declining. You know, because at that point, Scooby Doo had been on for a long time, and there's only so many times you can, you know, be a bunch of kids that go meddle in somebody else's business, usually over a property dispute, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with you. And, you know, you solve the mystery. Like, you can only do that so many times over the years. So it's like, we need to freshen this up. And when they first added Scrappy to Scooby-Doo, it actually boosted ratings. People actually were positive for Scrappy. But the reason people started hating Scrappy was because after a while, initially, Scrappy became so popular to Scooby-Doo, and you might remember this if you remember old Scooby and Scrappy episodes. After a while, they thought Scrappy was so popular that they didn't need anybody else. So, you notice they started they moved Fred from the show. They removed Velma from the show. You know, they removed Daphne from the show. And now it was just Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy.
You can't get rid of Shaggy.
Right. And I ain't like that. I was like, what is this?
So
and
now they were messing with the formula.
Yeah, they fuck with
right.
the formula.
And that's when I thought it like stopped. You know, I trailed off from watching it. And then a pup named Scooby Doo came. And I was like, okay, this is fresh. This is new.
By that point, Scrappy was already like this with everybody. They were done with Scrappy by that point. And you know, because they even tried to bring Daphne back to the show after a while. And they didn't bring, and only brought the others back on occasion because it basically became Scrappy's cartoon. He basically took over. Like, they would even have segments that wouldn't even have Scooby in it. Like, Scrappy took over, and that's why a lot of people resent Scrappy. And some, of course, still find him annoying. But I didn't mind him. I didn't mind Scrappy. I was a big Scooby-Doo fan, so I even still watch Scooby and Scrappy, The New Adventures of Scooby and Scrappy. The one where they brought Daphne back because it's one of my favorite theme songs out of all the Scooby-Doos. And if you don't remember what it is, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
And then, you know, then after 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, that's when they started realizing, okay, it started to trail off a little bit. But because you have to at least enjoy the movies, right? Not like the 90s movies, but the ones with Scrappy in them. You know, The Reluctant Werewolf, Scooby-Doo and Ghoul School.
Yeah,
and
they were
Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers.
You know.
They were
decent. Like they weren't bad, you know. But it's just like it just got to a point where I'm like, okay, this look like it could go somewhere. Like
some people some people still bring up the Ghoul School one because apparently that was the best one.
That's what I was about to say. The Ghoul School one is the best one out of the other. With the Boo Brothers was my least favorite. I can honestly say that.
The Boo Brothers was cool.
It wasn't like the best. They became
annoying. The Boo Brothers were the Three Stooges.
That's what I'm saying. That would annoy me because you tried to mimic over something that's already been here and gone. So that's when it became okay. I can't really rock with this and stuff.
And then the whole thing about, you know, Shaggy finding all these different clues to get property over the house, and you had the hillbilly that was trying to kill him, and the hillbilly girl that had to crush on him. Like, there was a lot going on. But I did like The Reluctant Werewolf, though, because Dracula was my guy in that one.
I do want to say this, though. Shout out for y'all for trying to bring Scrappy back in the realistic movie because you feel me?
He was the monster.
When he was the monster. I will salute to y'all on that because when I saw that shit, I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
Because at that point, they were
everybody was making fun of Scrappy at that time, and I'm just like, you know what? He's back for a little bit. I enjoy it.
The worst part about it is with the movie, they made fun of him so bad. Then they just had to have Velma say that one line that's like, he's not even a puppy.
Yeah.
He's just short.
And that, I laughed when they said that. I said,
I'm like, yeah, they're just trying to bury Scrappy at this point.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. But I was happy, though, when Scrappy did his little puppy power on Daphne. That felt good. Puppy power! Oh, my God!
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to answer this objectively for me because you already answered Nickelodeon Cartoon Network for me, so I'm gonna stay on Scooby Doo. What's the best Scooby Doo theme? Scooby Doo, Where Are You? A Pup Named Scooby Doo, or What's New Scooby Doo?
Oh, I already know that one.
No, why would you do that? Okay.
Oh no, it's simple. It's so simple and it's so.
Oh my God.
Oh come on, you know the answer.
A pup named Scooby Doo. I'm sorry. That's
Okay.
my favorite one.
Respect.
That's my favorite one. I mean, I love what's the Scooby Doo coming after you. It's super catchy. They're all good, but I definitely like a pup named Scooby Doo. Like for me, that would be the first one, and then what's the Scooby Doo, and then the original. Like I think I like a pup named Scooby Doo's theme so much because it reminds me of a certain genre of music, and I'm trying to figure out like swing
I was
almost
just gonna say swing
like
music. I was literally just about to
yeah
say that.
swing music. And I love swing music. I love like Duke Ellington is like one of my favorite artists from the big band era and all of that. But yeah, I liked it. I like it a lot. So yeah, it
Okay.
lives rent free in my head.
As,
It's
as
just
much as
like it just
I
brings great memories.
as much as I very, very much enjoy the pup named Scooby Doo theme,
Oh,
What's
come
New
on.
Scooby Doo is number one for me.
Oh, so good.
Although, you know, you can't go wrong with the end episode pup named Scooby Doo stuff. Scooby Doo, Be Doo, Scooby Doo.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you transition. We talking
Yeah.
about transition. Yeah, you talking about transition.
Yeah.
You mean transition?
Transitions.
Oh, yeah.
You
No,
gotta
you mean
love
transition.
those. But now, What's New
I'm all-
Scooby Doo is my number one. And there was a time where I never thought I would say that because I'm one of those people that like to hold on to old stuff. But that What's New Scooby Doo's theme is just so good.
No, it's too. I'm sorry. When the what new Scooby Doo is it's so good that they gonna keep remixing it right now. They gonna keep remixing it, and it's still a trending right now. Shout out to Light Skin Troy. You feel me? Walking around doing the little. He actually, yo, you should be happy. He still put y'all back on the map a little more, especially doing the pup named Scooby Doo dances and stuff. He still put y'all back on the map. You should thank him. I ain't gonna lie, you should thank him. But nah, What's New Scooby Doo is definitely up there for is definitely number one for me. It's like the
I
pup
mean,
named
if-
Scooby Doo is really great.
It is.
Don't get me
is.
wrong. I'm just more. I think I'm just more passionate into the West. I don't even think the episode for me was even that. It was just more of a theme
I
song.
mean, the
for me.
show was cool,
The, like,
but
show
the
was
theme
cool.
song.
It's just like I think it's just like when you know the song's coming on, and it's just like okay, let's go. All right, let's go.
I can't turn it off.
I just can't. And the old genre of Scooby Doo, I feel like the only time those songs really get good when we get to the chase scenes. When we get to the
In
chase
the OG?
scenes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
When we get to the chase
Yeah,
scenes and the
all
OGs,
the trace. Yeah.
I think that one makes it more.
Well,
Like,
you gotta
you
think,
wanna like when they start chasing, I feel like that's what just makes it more involvement. Because
even though Scooby Doo was more 70s, the
Yeah.
music was 50s.
oh yeah, but
Right.
I was still
Right.
rocking with it though. I was rocking with that tough. I think it was more the chasing. I was more into more than it was the original song. Even though I loved it. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Mom coming home with gummy Scooby snacks. But fun fact, if y'all didn't know, they definitely changed the ingredients from the gummy Scooby Doo because the blue ones was not that chewy. They was actually soft.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, they were. I love those fruit snacks.
oh yeah.
They were so good.
Oh yeah, and Scooby Doo wasn't even dark blue. He was light blue. If y'all didn't know.
He was light blue. He
Yeah.
was light blue.
Yeah. Yes.
And soft.
Yes.
It would get stuck in your teeth.
Yes.
You
And it was
know,
so easy. It
yes.
was so easy and part of gooey, bro. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
They changed the
Yep.
ingredients on us. They think I didn't know. Oh, I know my Scooby Doo.
By the way, shout out to our moderator, Does Kitty, who says she knows where to get them. So, you know what?
The hold on. The
Oh,
OG ones? Like the ones that the ingredients were like probably unhealthy for us, but I would still eat.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. It was that was crack
She
for me.
said the OG ones.
Yeah, because that was crack for me. I ain't gonna lie.
But I will say, even though the OG Scooby Doo did have some great themes, we call them the chase songs.
Yeah, the chase songs.
I mean, obviously they knew that. That's why when they brought it back for the pup named Scooby Doo, they had them dancing during them.
I know.
You know, even the monsters would
Right.
always be getting down.
You funny, man. Yes. Right.
Oh, that's my one right there. I don't care. Y'all can have the Shaggy. Y'all can do that. I'm always do this one.
And Scooby.
Yeah. Hey, Scooby was
Hey,
getting it.
hey, man, look, Freddie had that footwork though.
I feel like,
Yeah, he did.
but when it did come to pup name though, I will say, y'all literally heard me say it. I just love the.
What's
not
going
the-
on, O?
What's up? Oh, absolutely. It's not. I love the theme songs of Pup Named Scooby Doo, but I just love the intro. Like when we get into the show, the intro, not the theme music. Like legit, when we see the titles and they introduce it, like Scooby. Oh yeah, Scooby Doo. Like bro, that's how you know we get. And then when it gets into what you say in the transitions, Scooby Doo, Be Doo. Scooby Doo, Doo. Oh, and they hit you with the trumpet.
Yes.
Like, boy, when they get to the transition, you know what, Scooby Doo? Now we sitting here talking about it. Your transition was probably the best out of everything that you've done. Your transition and chase scenes was probably still will forever be the most iconic things. And a lot of people kind of fail to realize this because Scooby Doo was probably the most biggest collaboration show on Earth.
I mean, they did the Scooby Doo movies. They had a guest every week.
Bro,
Freaking Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah,
man, we at WWE stages now. And I would say, fun fact, my favorite Scooby Doo movie still to this day is Zombie Island because the soundtrack of that bitch was so fire.
You know what? Eyes on your own paper.
So
because I was just about to ask Nurse Becky, what do you know about that
time again? And you're running for your life. It's just terror.
Y'all
again.
Y'all putting me on because I honestly forgot at one point that movies had soundtracks.
Oh.
Like at one point I was really big into them, and then when like music shifted from like CDs to MP3s and then streaming, I just kind of forgot. And then I was like, oh, wait, there are soundtracks to movies still. So I just recently, like I would say like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, like started listening to soundtracks again, like for movies.
If not, just go back in the past, just rewatch them.
I will say this, but I'm sure you at least know who the Hex Girls are, right?
No,
Not even the Pussycats?
not the classic.
I'm talking about the Hex Girls from the one Scooby Doo movie.
I know. I'm saying Pussycat.
Like people even
the
like
Hex
they're still
Girls.
so big today. You'll see them get cosplayed at cons.
Yes, I know you're talking about the Hex Girls. It was like those they were like different types of like monsters or ghouls, and they had the singing group.
Mm-hmm. Nice little vampire girl.
They're vampire girls, yeah. They get cosplayed at cons to this day.
To this day.
That listen, that y'all like I totally forgot about them. I totally forgot about them.
Oh, dude.
It makes me want to go back and like rewatch some stuff to
Do
see
it.
like what I can cosplay, because though like everybody pretty much cosplays the same stuff. It's this one cosplayer that I follow. I love her because she cosplays all kind of characters from like pop culture. She recently did Doug's sister. I was like, yo, like she did her so perfect.
You gotta do it right because you can't see Judy without hearing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You know what? That's actually a perfect transition because she has Doug on her list as well.
I'll go for it. It's been a while since I watched Doug. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. It's been a long time since I watched Doug. And plus, we have two different versions of it.
Oh, we're talking about the OG Nickelodeon, not when Disney got their hands on it.
Like, we got two
I did
versions.
not like that version. I did not like that version. I watched like maybe half the season. I said I'm done because it was just I didn't like it. The original was good enough for me. Like, first of all, Doug got me into journaling. Dear journal. Like, I'm like, this man every day is writing out about how he feeling and his day in this book because he really couldn't talk to his sister. She was artsy fartsy and on her own time. He had Pork Chop and he would talk to Pork Chop, but it's not like Pork Chop. Pork Chop had a personality. He was that dude. But Pork Chop was on his own time too. So this journal was everything. And
he had a friend. Hey, Doug.
He did, Skeeter. Yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, like he still had himself. Like you can only talk so much to your friends and to your family. Sometimes they don't understand. So journaling is like a great way to get a lot of stuff out that you might not want to share. So it was that. I remember the one episode when his grandma came to town. And she on a motorcycle, she took him to go get sushi, and then she found out that he had a crush and kind of gave him trying to give him a little bit of riz to like get with Patty, but he was still kind of like. But yeah, I love Doug. Like
I
Doug
could make
was
the
great.
case that Doug is even more dramatic than his sister.
Yeah, he was. She was just artsy fartsy. Like she was into the arts.
She was still
That was
dramatic as
really
hell,
it.
though.
She was. Yeah, because she was into the arts. She was very theatrical.
Mm-hmm.
She
And I
was
could make the case that Doug was
fake
even more
performer.
dramatic than she was because this man, and I love the Doug. This
Quail
man
Man.
overreacted to everything.
Yeah, and he was very imaginative. Very,
Yeah,
very.
that's why half the episodes would be in his mind. Because any
Right,
little thing
right.
that went on, he just blew it up to like a 20 inside his head. And it's like, it ain't even that big of a deal, bro.
It wasn't, and honestly, I'm not going to even try to go too super deep because a lot of cartoons have like double meanings, and one could try to say that Doug having that deep imagination was like a split personality, and maybe he was journaling because that was a part of what he had to do for therapy.
remember the
That could be a deep take, but
remember
I'm
the
just saying.
episode where this man basically went all in his feelings because the kid called him a big nose?
Yes, he was so upset, and then didn't he get like a pimple? Like he had got a
He had
pimple
one with a
on his
pimple
nose.
too. But the crazy one about the big nose one was, then it turned out he made all this big deal about his big nose, and then it turned out the kid called everybody big nose.
Right. but that shows you he had a insecurity about his appearance, and he didn't really he didn't really bring it to the forefront until somebody pointed it out. But like you said, the kid said it about everybody, but he deep down subconsciously thought that about himself, and
Which is
took it
crazy
personal.
because Roger was laughing at it like, funny has a big nose. Like, Roger, have you seen your nose, bro?
Right, like come on, he had this
His
going
hairstyle
on.
wasn't even all that easy. Fuck you
Right,
talking about? I'd rather have a bald head of that shrivel ass fry stick of a hair you got. What you talking about? His shit look like them Lay's wave chips.
Oh my God,
Wa-
yes.
But hey,
That's what his
you got-
head look
hey,
like.
but you gotta like Doug. You know, he had to crush on the little black girl. You know, you gotta love it.
Got a little blonde head,
Look,
blood.
Patty was black, Skeeter was black, BB was black and rich. What's his name? Roger was black.
Doug was his
What
only
was
white
in
person,
that?
right?
Man, Doug moved to the hood. That's how the whole thing started.
Right.
Bluffington.
Yo, yes.
Bluffington. But
Yes.
he loved Patty though. Like from the moment he saw her, hey, but at least Skeeter knew because Skeeter was the one that was flat out like, he's like, well, who's her? Oh, that's Patty. Patty, like, come on, bro, I introduce you to her. He's like, nah,
Right.
bro, I ain't ready for all that.
Like, don't be a bitch. Nah. If
Yeah.
you see someone you like, you shoot your shot. Versus saying no, then alright, cool. But most of the average time, it's gonna be an aw. And he's like, yeah.
Nah, Doug would prefer making her the constant damsel in distress in his Quail Man series
Yeah, weird.
and
Mhm.
weird ass.
writing that song for her.
Weird ass. Well, writing
Right.
something for girlies, that's different. But like,
Hey,
you think about
I
dancing and
mean,
stressing.
you're the only mayonnaise for
Never
me.
mind. I've had a song written about me before.
Hey, look. That's what I say. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Did it work?
Did it work?
I ended up marrying him, but we ain't married no more.
Well,
So-
here we go.
So it worked at the
Push
time.
the button. The podcast is real. Push the goddamn button. Push the button.
The One Piece is real!
Push the goddamn button.
Look,
GB.
somebody in the chat right now taking notes.
Right now.
Song.
What? He said, it working,
I'm
ain't
coming up with the rhymes
Listen, all I'm
now.
saying is
Oh, hey, yo.
don't
Come on.
start with a vibe that you can't maintain. That's all I'm saying.
Cause what did I tell you a couple of weeks ago? I just randomly came across a dude made a whole song about Kiki, and it was on freaking Spotify. And I was like, this man got a song on Spotify declaring his damn love.
Look here. What?
Hey,
Listen,
shoot
I
your
just-
shot.
But you know what? I feel
I
like
love
now
that
it's
shit.
like
I
the
love-
amazing world
Write poetry about me. Write songs about me.
Oh,
all
yeah.
of that. I love it. I love it. I write poetry about guys that I be into.
I feel like this is the opposite now. You know, the episode Mason where Gumball when his nemesis broke up with him. And then he had the radio outside. He played that R&B song. He was like, "What are you doing? This used to be your favorite song." I don't hate it no more. That's why I feel like what just happened with her. She's just like, I don't love it no more. I don't love it no more. I used to.
It was
Okay,
it was way deeper, but yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, don't start a vibe that you can't maintain.
Is trying to
pretend
hawk
to be
some business in here. He's talking about writing love songs for people.
It was about Icky Vicky.
That wasn't a love song.
Hey, that's one of my favorite love songs, even though you can say it's not, but hey, that's a breakup and love song.
Hey, Chip Skylark was in his bag with Icky Vicky.
Oh man.
Although
Icky Vicky, Icky Vicky, Icky Vicky. My fault.
Although, you know, especially when you're that age, they always say you tease the ones you like, so maybe it is a love song.
Just saying. Hey Vicky, you was so icky.
Right.
Gotta love the way because you so sicky. Hey, oh yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you dedicated a whole song to this woman.
Hey, I'm just saying. Got everybody saying Icky Vicky. Ew, ew. Hey, that's my boy. That's my boy. Hey, R&B Chip Skylark at the time. Hey, that's my boy. I don't care nobody say. I know we got China Teeth, but they ain't love song. We talking about Icky Vicky.
No, Icky Vicky, obviously.
We on Icky Vicky right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, I love my teeth. Shoot.
That shit I do too. Shit.
So,
Mhm.
so maybe it was a love song to his teeth.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I mean,
Okay.
hey, my
Love
shiny
song.
teeth are
His shiny
awesome.
teeth and me.
They
Yeah.
just shine like the stars in space.
Yeah, that's a love song.
Mhm.
That's definitely a love song to your hygiene.
Even though I have a theory that the
Right.
fairy, the tooth fairy, is Chip Skylark's fairy godparents, because on that episode when they discussed about Chip Skylark teeth, I ain't never seen a girl glaze over her teeth. And then when they talk about it, she was like, "Oh, those are one of my best fine projects." I remember I gave it to him at this time. I was like, "Wait, this bitch used to be his." Wait,
Maybe.
have you used to be his godparent? Like, that's the only way how I can see this man get this much fame out of nowhere. You gotta think about it. When that girl said, wait, not any, because Timmy was like, "I need you to help me somebody." I don't care, bitch. I got so much other shit. Until she said Chip Skylark.
Right.
Oh, I gave him them teeth. Lord, please, you take this arm in, take this breath in, and you go down there and you just go save him. I gotta have another run, but I'll be right back, boo boo. Bing, bing. Okay, you're still here? Like, bro, that girl used to be his fucking fairy godparent. And don't forget the episode when his teeth was gone, he had no more power.
Right. He had no more ribs. You right.
No riz, no power, no nothing. Every time he smiled, all the guys was like, ugh. And, bro. Nah, that bitch used to be his godparent. She gave him them teeth, and that man just became a different breed. It's just like, I don't even need you no more.
Well, I mean, you know, being a pop star might have been his wish.
He said, I don't care about the money. He broke his shit.
That was his wish.
Literally.
He had godparents.
He was broke as shit when Vicky found out he was broke. Broke, nigga? She was mad as shit. Wait, you broke? Like, you don't know about royalty
Right.
deals and how all this. Oh, you don't know nothing about that, huh, Vicky? Yeah, they using this man. Yeah, part of life. Yep. They took all his money. Took all his royalties. You say his streaming, his publishing, his merch. You name it, they got it. he broke, bitch. The nigga broke.
So, since it seems like we all universally was not a fan of Disney's Doug, because, you know, Disney, you just can't take everything and Disneyfy all over it. But you knew that was going downhill when they didn't even get the voice actor for Doug.
Bruh. Yeah, no.
And then they literally changed. Like, okay, you want to mature it, you want to make some tweaks, that's fine, but you changed everything.
Everything.
Like everything. Like, you know, now all of a sudden Roger's rich. You know, old girl skinny now.
That nigga was in the trailer park. Like, I was just like, this is.
The whole point was that
too
BB was the rich one, and now Roger's rich.
I was like, please explain how he got rich, because he was from a trailer park.
It's been so long since I've seen it, but his family did end up striking it rich. And because I'm young and I'm that type of person that when I start something, I finish it. I did watch all of Disney's Doug. I seen every last episode. I watched that dumbass movie, Doug's first movie. They had the audacity to call it Doug's first movie because they just knew they were going to get a second one. They did not.
Yeah. It's the only one. It's the only one.
But, you know, I think it was at least worth it, at least for the fact that Disney's Doug did do something or get something that the OG Doug did not. And that's a final episode.
Yeah. Cause it like there's no final episode. FYI, she's screaming low battery at me, so they might clunk out at some point. Just FYI.
Okay. But just FYI. Yeah, in the final episode of Disney's Doug, he finally gets to the end of his journal at the end. But he ends up getting gifted a new journal. So it's all like this adventure's over, the new one. Patty ends up asking him out instead of the other way around.
She don't like that.
That's what I was like, yeah.
She don't like that at all. Why? She said, why is she asking him out, huh? Why is he asking him out?
I've definitely been the one to shoot my shots in my time. I don't do that at like much at all anymore. Like I'm like, because I really did feel like it was a one-sided thing. So because I can like from my perspective, he had a crush on her all this time. You was too pussy and scared to go up to her and talk to her, and now she got to come to you. So like
she knew how he felt clearly. In fact, when she asked him out, she actually said, you know, go out finally. Like, look, can we finally do this? Like, she knew.
He should have just.
It wasn't great.
She ain't fucking with it.
Plus, in the movie, you could clearly tell that she knows. She didn't say it, but you can clearly tell that she knows.
Look, there's nothing wrong with a woman shooting her shot at a man. At the same time, like, what man is going to say no to a beautiful woman? You know,
I mean,
at the same time,
is she crazy?
Is she a Yandra?
I mean, like, off rip, if a woman approaches a man and she look a certain way, he'll entertain it until, you know what I'm saying, he starts to see stuff and you're like, But I mean, I don't know. I'm like, hey, if you have an interest in me, I don't make assumptions, and I'm not good sometimes with context clues. Like, I need you to be direct with me because I just think that you're being nice to me. But then I had a man say to me, no man is really ever nice to a woman just because. I'm like, dang, okay, dang. I mean, that's been my whole life, but dang.
Wait a minute, that's a lot of dip in your chip. You finna break it. Hold on.
Look, I'm just saying, and I'm like, dang, so men just can't be genuinely nice to me because they want to be nice to me. They gotta always want something. So yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, come on, bro. Like when were you ever going to have the confidence in yourself to just approach her and say, look, I've had these feelings for you all this time. Let's just be together. Like, let's just see where this goes.
He's saying that's what Doug should have did.
What is it? What's the song? I don't really want to know. I don't really want to stay. All I really want to know is can we get it together?
But what if it's
get it together?
But what if it's because it's not always the case. Like you said, what if it's the woman that has the crush? And you know, because sometimes women gotta learn to shoot their shots too.
I've been there. I've written love letters. I've given it to guys. You know, I've given Valentine's. Like I've been there, so I get it.
It's on your list here. Do we need to talk about Helga Pataki?
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's go there. Let's freaking go there because I was Helga Pataki. I was not a stalker. I was not a stalker. I did not have a shrine. Let's be clear here. But I definitely would strategically place myself in a certain spot in school to watch a certain person walk by. 'Cause I just wanted a glimpse of them. So I understand how freaking Helga felt. But I just didn't have that confidence at that time in my life to like approach that person and be like, hey, can we like talk? Because I was real shy. I was real shy. So I get why Doug didn't approach. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like it's a sticky situation because you don't know if somebody's really into you unless like you like get that feeling, like when someone has that mutual interest in you. It is safe to approach. But
And,
then,
and they're all kids at the end of the day. Like Doug liked Patty when he didn't know anything about her because she was pretty. Love at first sight. He fell in love with her instantly. Helga fell in love with Arnold because after growing up in that miserable household she was in, the first person that was actually nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like your bow.
Yeah.
And that's why she wore that bow every freaking day. And he probably didn't even remember. But that was
No, he don't remember.
Look,
no, he don't. Mm.
Look, there have been several episodes and then a movie that pretty much, explains the fact that Arnold knew this girl liked him this whole time. Or at least had the suspicions that he did. Because there would just be plenty of times in the cartoon where he would catch her doing something nice and then she'll try to switch up and be mean again, and he'll just kind of have that look on his face like...
Yup, like, yeah, okay.
I know what that is.
I felt like he knew. I felt like he knew.
Like the episode where they did the play and she had to kiss him. And she kissed him for what seemed like a minute.
A minute.
and then at the end, he's just being nice to us, like, nice job out that, Helga. Yeah, except for that kiss we had to do. And he's like, so then why did you kiss me for so long?
Right.
Like, it's called acting. And he's just kind of like, whatever you say, Helga. Like, he was always kind of like, all right, okay.
Yeah, this football head in the street. What we talking about? It's Arnold we talking about, man.
He even gave her an out at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
When she confessed her love to him finally. And then at the end, and it was like, so about that whole I love you thing, he's like, no, I get it. I know you didn't really mean it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, that's right. I was just in the moment. And he just kind of walked away like,
until we went to the jungle.
I'm going to let her have this. I'm going to let her have this. The fact that Arnold himself also had dreams where he was like married to Helga. And...
Right.
And stuff. So, like, I always think he always kind of liked her, too. But, that's why I say, kids. Because he would always be reminding us, like, look, this tough thing that you got going on, that ain't you.
That's you for real. Look.
And, like you said, the other movie, where he finally called her out. What about when you did this? And what about when you did that? And what about this? Like, come on now.
Oh yeah, she was stumbling words that time. She couldn't even speak.
She was.
I loved it. Arnold had Riz. You know what he doing? Except for that one episode where he was so lovesick of a homegirl.
Oh my god.
Oh right. I was like,
oh dude. Oh
look, man, what a heartbreak.
The love life on Hey Arnold, period. Because even Helga's, because like I said, yes, he was nice to her, but you've seen how
much he
emotionally over the top she was about it. She would just take they would pause an episode for like 5 minutes just to give her time to talk about how much she loves Arnold into that heart. Oh my god. That your boy would always be listening to. Hey, look, if anything, she should be happy that this dude is clearly keeping her secret.
Don't worry.
For real.
Like, he's clearly keeping your secret at this point.
Did hit him. he got,
like she did.
I think he liked Helga. And that's why he was always around. Like,
because he's always around.
Like, where'd you come from, bro? And why are you breathing like that?
And when you think about both of them, because we know about Helga's upbringing and how her parents didn't give a damn.
Oh, no.
Olga, on the other hand, they loved her.
They loved her.
And Helga wasn't shit. But then, on the other side, you Arnold, you just wake up one day and your parents are gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to mess you up a little emotionally too. But at least he did have grandparents that were able to step in and at least fill that void a little bit. Helga had nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She was raising herself, for real.
It was like, why don't you be more like Olga? It's like, it didn't matter what she did. It wasn't good enough. So it's like, yeah, she was a mentally unstable girl, and rightfully so. Coming from that household.
And I can see why she resented her sister so much, because her sister didn't give a fuck about her either. Like, she was fake with it. She was fake as hell with it, because she was getting all the attention. Oh, my dirty baby sister, shut your ass up. Why you being fake to me? Because you see how they treat me, and you're not even trying to, hold them accountable for how
Have
they
my
treat
back.
me.
You're my sister. You're my big sister.
Right. You my big sister. And you're not even trying to be there for me for real. Like, you just being performative.
I mean, the mom was clearly an alcoholic. They showed that in ways without showing that in ways. Because it's a kid's show.
Mm-hmm. We're still in the projects, though. Can't forget about that
So
wine.
they have to show it without showing it because it was a kid's show.
Hey,
she was clearly an alcoholic.
Yeah, she was drinking that wine. Baby was going crazy on that wine. Yeah, they ain't do beer on that kid. They try to get you a wine. Mm-hmm. They try to get them with that. Mm-hmm.
But even with that being said, like I said, crazy love lives. So how do you feel about Rhonda?
Rhonda was the black haired chick with the red shirt and black pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Sticky.
Yeah, that's a debate. That's a debatable topic if you're talking about that. Because she has the right to do what she's supposed to, but that's a debatable one.
There's that infamous episode with her and Curly.
That's what I'm saying. It's a debatable one. That's a debate.
They both wrong.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's debatable.
Bogus. Like, he knew he loved that girl. And it's like, bro.
But he just kept being a dick about it. And then she wasn't making it better too.
I mean, she went up and told that man what it was. It was like, what do you feel about that? Give daddy some sugar.
Oh my God. Man, what?
It just forced himself. Let's call it what it is. In that episode, he did it like 3 times too.
That's what I'm saying. She has the right to feel about some shit he done too. That was wild.
I mean, cause yes, he was way over the top with his obsession. He's talking about let me sniff your hair. Like, the fact that he was blackmailing this woman to even be his boyfriend in the first place, and then is using that as an opportunity to just grab her and kiss her whenever he felt like it.
Let me tell you something, okay? As a woman who that happens to sometimes, more times than I would like to say, that shit is irritating. That's sexual harassment, bro. So she had a right to do the things that she did, because, like, consent is necessary always, and no is an answer. That's definite. No means no. If somebody say no, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to just randomly, like, I've definitely been randomly grabbed and pulled and kissed in the club before. I don't know you. Why are you touching me? Why are you even kissing me? You better believe security came and snatched that person up and took them away, because I don't even know you. So I understand. I understand how she felt, bro.
The reason people say that it gets touchy is because people also know Rhonda's personality.
Thank you. There we go. Because I also say, hold on. Because it's like, I hear you.
And how she was to him before that ever came
before
up.
we even got to that point, it was still wrong. It was still mad crazy how she was treating dude. So it's like, this is a debatable topic.
She treated him like shit.
It is. At the same time, though, because you could be like, oh, that person deserved that to happen to them because of what they wore or how
what
they
she been
act.
doing. Because what she doing wasn't ready.
It is very debatable, and at the same time, it's like nobody's boundaries should be crossed. Like, but you also have to set clear boundaries as well. and not have porous boundaries. So it's yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's very debatable.
And then he
It's very
had
debatable.
the big public breakup scene in front of everybody where he talked to her like shit.
So you want me to
Like
break up?
a
Okay,
dog.
fine. I'll do it right here, right now. So guess what? Well, since you don't like me no, like now he made that known in school, bro. Public.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She went to him. She felt bad. Was like, you know what? Let's make up. Also, she could break up with him in public.
Oh my God! What?
That's because she wanted to be the one to have the last say. Like she wanted to be the one to have the power because she felt like, oh, it's me. You don't do that to me. Type
Which
shit.
goes back to the beginning.
They had a very toxic relationship, bro.
Both of them are toxic.
It was very toxic. It was very toxic.
Very, very toxic. And like I said, that's an episode that still gets talked about to this day.
It's like, bitch, but then it's like, but bruh, did you have to go that far about it though? Like, I get it, you like her and stuff, but you ain't had to go that far and crazy about it. But you, ma'am, you're so obsessed with power, it's ridiculous. Like, you gotta get something to say. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like
If you wanted that to end, you could have ended it right there. Because that's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, he just wanted, because
It
the whole
was
thing
a-
was
it was-
blackmail.
it
It
was a
wasn't supposed to
mental
last
thing.
forever. It was over. But then, her thing was, you know what? Maybe I deserve that. I feel bad. But no, she didn't feel bad. She just needs to get her back.
Yeah.
It was manipulation. It was manipulation.
On both sides.
Gaslighting was crazy.
Yes.
Gaslighting was crazy.
That's why I feel like sometimes, in some situations, it ain't even really, obviously it's always good for videos and stuff like that, but sometimes it's just good to say, why are we even picking a side? Can we just accept the fact that they're both toxic and move on?
Both of them were.
Right.
And then it's talking about which link is more worse than the other links in both situations.
But sometimes you just got to admit that they're both toxic and move on.
Oh, but then she's like this and then this quality over here, but he has to have his man mental health. It's like, bro. Oh, shit, nah. Everybody hydrated, fix your posture.
Okay, I was slouching a little bit. Damn.
I'll be honest with you. This chair is purpose to lean back. So my posture good.
I felt
And
myself
drank
sliding.
my Red Bull, so we good. I got plenty of rings, but I salute to you, Miss Dub. Salute
Excuse me, sir. Red Bull is not hydrating. It's actually not great for you. Drink some
you knew it was
water.
coming.
I was like, fuck.
Drink some water.
Drink
some water.
I drunk gallons of water.
She got her sparkling water
You
going
drank?
on right now.
You drank gallons of water, and I have not seen you drink any water since
On
we've
stream.
been on.
Yeah, on
this-
stream.
this
She's
spot.
clearly hydrating on
Hey,
stream.
there's nothing wrong with her streaming. Hey, she got it. As soon as I go home, I have like 20 bottles in the refrigerator with a gallon. I ain't tripping. Hey, look here. I've been on my training arc. Don't play with me. Look here. I have my abs coming through drinking all this water. You know how hard it is to drink straight up water and make sure you stay dedicated on that bad boy?
I mean, it's really not difficult if that's the only thing you choose.
If you like
to
juice
drink.
and sodas like me, boy. What you mean? That's difficult. That takes
No,
power.
you're right. It
Kitty,
does.
we know.
It-
We just add some fruit
Mind
to
over
it.
matter. Right. Put some fruit to it. Put some fruit in it.
That's like
Cut
telling
you
me
up
to
some
stop smoking
strawberries,
weed.
some cucumbers, some oranges. Look, listen. If you really want to change your life and you want to change habits, it takes daily focus every single day to be different, because it's very easy to just give up and fall into habits that you do every single day regularly. It takes power, true power and dedication and focus to change. And it can start with small changes. It's not like you have to do something super drastic. Although some people feel like they have to go cold turkey with things, and that's fine too. But we make excuses all the time for why we can't do something. And then when it's too late, now you want to try to do all this stuff.
Look,
No.
one of the biggest compliments that I did not fish for at all, it came out of nowhere to me, but it was cool. When I was down there when we were doing the photo shoot and all of that stuff, she looks at me, she goes, I can tell you've lost some weight.
Hmm.
I was just like,
You
like I've been trying.
You
Like,
hit it with the Johnny Bravo?
no, not trying.
Yeah.
You've been.
You hit it with the Johnny
doing it.
Bravo?
You've been.
Oh, really, baby?
Nah, I ain't hit it with the Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I thought you would hit it with the Johnny Bravo. Do the Muffin Man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello, baby.
Speaking of simps,
Listen, yo, I forgot about Johnny Bravo. He definitely is. or is he? I don't know.
he is. Oh, he's a giant simp.
No, he is. Oh, y'all took down memory lane.
He is, but he like a different, like, I'm trying to put him in a category. It's like a different kind of category.
Some people try to call him a
cursed
predator, but I've watched Johnny Bravo, and I'm not gonna say there hasn't been one or two times where he didn't like kiss a girl, but for the most part, he was just hitting on them and getting rejected.
Yeah, he was, and yeah, but because some it's a way that you hit on somebody where you can have riz, you know what I'm saying, and then it's a way that you hit on somebody, you be like, that ain't hit nothing, like you ain't hitting on nothing. Please don't talk to me. Like, you be like, okay. It just make you, like, kind of uncomfortable.
And Johnny Bravo is
I don't
another
know.
one of them cartoons where if it was released today, it would not be made for kids. Because
It would not be made for kids. It's a lot of them that's like that.
yeah, I'm
like,
saying they've rewrited a lot of the stuff because they've now changed what they feel like is appropriate for kids now. I mean, there's
Ren
literally...
and Stimpy was one of them, bro. That was not supposed to be for kids.
like there was literally an episode of Johnny Bravo where where Farrah Fawcett came to the girl's birthday party, and she was playing pin the tail on the donkey, and she was blindfolded, and she goes, "I don't remember the last time I was blindfolded." Oh wait, yes I can. I'm like, what?
Bro,
I started giggling.
They slide little slick stuff in there for real.
But I always
Like
loved
on
it because,
SpongeBob.
and I know it worked because I didn't get most of these references when I was a kid.
Mhm.
It wasn't until I got older, which is the point.
Right.
But now they feel like, nah, kids are too smart now. Social media is everywhere. They'll just look up things, and because now if you try to do a kid show and slide an adult joke in it, there'll be a YouTube video about it that night.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody,
Oh, wow.
catch this joke.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids watch this.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
That's why they can't do it anymore, because social media is giving everybody a platform, and everybody doesn't deserve a platform.
That's true. That is true.
And it gives them one. But speaking of things that were geared towards kids, I guess, but was really more adults, we'll call it family. It's on the list as well. I want you to tell me about Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
The one reason why I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit over and over again was because of Jessica Rabbit.
I had a feeling.
I really didn't care about anything
gonna
else
happen.
in the movie but Jessica Rabbit. But I don't know. That movie was interesting, just like Cool World. Like, I felt like that was a time where they were trying to blend animation with like regular film to pander to a certain audience. Um, I don't know, because for me, like, I remember watching it the first time, watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit the first time all the way through. And I'm like, oh, okay, because at first I thought it was mainly going to be like animation, because how the movie first starts, it's like a
Him on
cartoon
set.
fully. It's him on set, and then it transitions. But I just thought that Jessica Rabbit was the sexy. I'm like, oh, this is a vixen. Like, she is the epitome of a vixen. And like, after that scene, for me, I'm just like, I don't care about the rest of the movie, But trying to figure out who framed him, it was pretty good. Kind of the ending was, meh. But really, I really only like the movie because of Jessica Rabbit and her one scene at the nightclub.
Mm. Who
She was
Framed Roger
iconic to
Rabbit
me.
is a movie I watch at least once a year. It is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
It mixes it's classic. It's got the awards to prove it. it mixes so many things that I enjoy about movies. First of all, again, I'm a big Looney Tunes guy. Like, I've always been Team Bugs Bunny over Mickey Mouse. Not that Mickey isn't in it, because it's, technically it's a Disney thing because they kind of own the rights to him. But
he was in there briefly.
But the slapstick and the style of humor that Roger Rabbit and them have, even though it's technically a Disney product, the Roger Rabbit slapstick comes straight from Tex Avery and all that style of humor, which is the Warner Brothers / Hanna-Barbera side. So I enjoyed the opening. I enjoyed just this idea of this rabbit who like used to be on top and is like this star. Plus, I'm also really big into detective movies. Like, I love puzzle solving. I play puzzle games. I love solving dungeons in video games. I used to read detective books. Like noir, stuff like that. They used to be my shit growing up.
Yeah.
So just even the idea that I get these cartoon characters that I love, seeing Donald and Daffy in the nightclub together, going at it while they playing the piano. Just stuff like that.
Right.
Or Scooby Doo told her, I'll show you a Scooby snack.
That's a different movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was that.
No,
I
that's
swear.
a different movie.
Really? I thought it was that.
Yeah, that's Looney Tunes back in action.
I swear to God, I thought it was that.
Yeah, that's Looney Tunes back in action.
Okay.
But I like that movie too. But just Who Framed Roger Rabbit, just seeing a lot, even seeing like freaking Betty Boop at the nightclub. She's still in black and white. Talking about things are changed since they turned the color, but I still got it. Boop, boop, beep, he's in that, you still got like, Eddie, how many times you been at this nightclub, bro? But they've announced it. He was a man that used to love tunes when his brother was alive till his brother got killed by a tune and it made him bitter, so he always used to do the tune cases. So now he gets to solve the case of what's going on with Roger Rabbit because they think he murdered the dude who was playing patty cake with his wife.
Right. And that
playing
was so
patty
provocative.
cake with his wife.
Bruh.
Which is crazy. And then, of course, throughout the movie, they start giving you these clues that maybe Jessica's the one that set him up.
Right.
Which is valid because Who Framed Roger Rabbit is actually based off of a book novel. And in the book,
really,
Jessica Rabbit actually was one of the bad guys against their own husband.
Oh.
So, yeah, they actually changed it for the movie, where they made it hint at it was going to be her, but then it wasn't.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. See,
Yeah,
you be knowing the historical facts about this stuff, and that's what I like, because I don't always. It's very rarely do I do deep research about a movie or series or anything like that, unless I really really like it. So to have a person like you who is
I'm a
really
deep dive
into
king.
things,
I deep dive everything.
Yeah, I love that.
And when I deep dive, I end up just reading and reading and reading. It's the whole reason we hadn't even got to Disney, but it's the reason why all of the older original versions of a lot of those Disney movies, I've read those books because I deep dived them. And that's how come I know about all these dark, depressing endings that these original stories had.
Wow.
Like the original Little Mermaid, the original Beauty and the Beast, the original Cinderella, the original Snow White.
Don't tell me about Beauty and the Beast. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Just stay out the West Wing and leave you alone. Beauty and the Beast is her favorite Disney movie.
In my room with the West Wing. Oh, listen. That's funny.
Why do you go ahead and starve?
Listen, if she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat at all. No, that's my favorite Disney movie. I mean, I wouldn't mind knowing what the alternative ending is, well, the original ending, because I know it for Cinderella. I was like, ooh, dang, But I would love to, because I never heard the original for Beauty and the Beast.
The Little Mermaids is depressing.
Yeah, no.
It's
That's
very
also
depressing,
one of my
but
favorites.
I will let you look that up for yourself with Beauty and the Beast. Yes, Beauty and the Beast was a cool movie, but it was never my favorite. If I know it's your favorite Disney animated movie, but if you were to ask me my top 5 or even top 10 Disney animated movies. Beauty and the Beast isn't even in my top 10.
You know, I
I
like
get
the
that some people,
rescuers.
a lot of people put it at 1, but it's not even in my top 10.
Yeah, it's just a OG classic for me, and because I just grew up watching all the Disney movies, like the original Disney movies. The more recent ones, I haven't seen a lot of them because I'm not finna sit. I just can't justify paying for all of these streaming sites, bro. It's just too much. It's just too much. So when if they come out in the movies and I can make it to the movies, then I'll watch them. But I've literally watched a lot of them, like being at clients' houses, taking care of their kids, or like if I'm at a cousin's, like a little cousin's house or something, and they got Disney, then I'm sitting there watching, or somebody give me their login. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the recent ones. International flights, I will also watch them too. But yeah, I'm just like really frugal these days. I just can't justify. The only streaming service that I subscribe to is Crunchyroll because I watch anime religiously. But all the other ones, mm, I just can't.
No, I get it
They're
because by the time you start
expensive.
doing all these streaming services,
It all adds
it
up.
all adds up to cable. And at that point, well, I won't say you might as well have cable because at least with the streaming services, you can still watch what you want when you want. But
Right.
it's it's no different. Like I have Disney Plus. Um, I had Crunchyroll. I temporarily got rid of it. I don't really need it. I'm not gonna. I've already cats out the bag. I've said this on here before. I have my own ways of watching anime. Uh, and we just leave that at that.
Shoot.
Oh,
I just got tired of like having to search and the websites like crashing or being down and the inconsistency. Well, I actually have Funimation and of course Crunchyroll acquired them. So it's kind
Funimation's
of
gone
just
now.
like,
R.I.P.
yeah. And but what's weird is, it's not like they didn't take it. I still see Funimation on my billing. It doesn't like say Crunchyroll. They just acquired it and absorbed it into, one company. But yeah, so if I could get somebody logged in, I accept it and then I watch those other things. But when I do have time to watch TV, I tend to just go to anime, honestly, truly, these days.
Yeah, because you're also a very, very busy woman, so we get that as well.
who protects Pokemons on a daily basis?
Yes,
Yes,
I
because
I
she's
love what I
definitely
do. As a nurse, it's not just a name, y'all. I really am a nurse in real life. It's 14 years this year, and I just started a new role. So uh, I've been getting acclimated to that and learning, and I'll be going to school next year for what I'm working in now. So yeah, I probably won't be at as many cons next year, unfortunately, because of my job, the way it's set up, and vacation
no.
time and stuff.
There's
But
plenty of
I'll
cons
at
right
least
there in
do my
Atlanta.
best to still be present. Yeah, I'll be at the Atlanta cons because it's so many here. But traveling, ooh, baby, that's gonna be kind of rough next year
So,
because of my PTO and all that stuff and this new role that I have. So, um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad about it, but
Aww.
I am happy. I am happy in my new role. It's like my dream role. So
it is.
I actually go to work on time,
So, how
and
often,
I do a good job.
if at all, do guys come up to you and say the Animaniacs line?
It happens more. It happens more like online than it does in person. And if it happens in person, I have to. It really doesn't happen in person often. Like I'm at a convention, like at conventions, but like everyday life, no. It doesn't happen that often. On Unless like I'm in conversation with somebody about profession and then they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I tell them, and if they find me attractive, then they say it. But that's a rarity, like in civilian life. It more so happens at cons and like online than like in regular life.
I figured as much, because I always say with certain things with you, if I don't do something or say something, there's probably a reason for it. And the reason I've never said it to
Yeah,
you is because I'm like, she probably hears this all the time.
I do. I actually do. But I admired the Nurse from Animaniacs because not only was she a nurse, like remember when they had that song about her? She did hella shit. Like she was doing everything. So yeah, she was sexy and she had the sultry voice and the body and all of that, but she also was multifaceted and multi-talented.
And it also means people know what Animaniacs is if they're saying the line. So it's like you are at least aware of it if you haven't seen it outright. And
Exactly.
and just the fact that that was actually her name too. It was they actually call her Hello Nurse.
Right.
What's the best
You
hotel
know
to stay in if you're going to a con?
funny?
All right.
Wait,
Uh,
Oh, said
it varies.
Airbnb.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I agree.
If you got friends,
I would say that
obviously.
I will say this, right? Because I'm the kind of person that will get an Airbnb and say by myself in that bitch. However, if you are a person that wants to be in close proximity to the con, like me, if I have like cosplay malfunction or something, I don't I have to like okay, they just died.
Mm. Uh oh.
Dude, dude.
No.
No.
Give her a second. Oh.
Uh oh.
No. Okay. No, it's going to be an echo because they just died.
Okay.
That's fine. Finish your story and then we'll wrap up.
Finish your story and then we'll wrap up. I'm going to put these up. Um, it just depends on your preference. Airbnb is cool because you get to cook and you can save money on food. You can room with other people. You can choose to stay by yourself. You can be comfortable. A hotel, you have the fees and all that stuff. Of course, you don't have the comforts of a home. But if you get a hotel that's close by the convention center, you won't have to pay for transportation and you'll be in close proximity to everything that might be happening. So it just depends on your preference. I won't say that there's the best hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I like for BlurCon, for instance. BlurCon is in one hotel. It's nice to stay in the hotel where the con is at because you can literally just go out your room and go downstairs and you're there at the con. And I mean, I personally like that because, like I said, if I have a malfunction with my costume or I'm just tired and I need a break because my social battery is, I'm just going to go upstairs and chill, and I don't have to like drive far because knowing me, if I leave off site too far, I'm probably not gonna come back. Like living here in Atlanta, I'm like 20, 30 minutes sometimes because of traffic from the main convention centers. If I'm not right down there, I'll stay down there the whole time. But once I'm back here, I'm not going back out. So it's just preference for real.
Okay, and yeah, that definitely makes sense. So, Mikey, I hope that definitely answered your question. But like we did also say, her earbuds kind of came out on her. I'm actually looking at the time anyway. This actually works. Plus, I know she has a lot to do, so I am gonna just go ahead and ask the question we always do at the end, and that is, Miss Nurse Becky, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, and I will say you kept forgetting the J because it's Nurse J Becky. There are Nurse Beckys out there. They don't look like me though,
Ooh.
but I was a little nervous at first. I'm not uncle like I'm like what are they gonna talk about? Like because someone asked me, do they give you a list of what they're gonna talk about? I'm like no, they're just gonna like wing it. But it's like just having a cute little conversation, like if I reminiscing over like different things and you with the deep cuts, Dre. I'm like, I love that. Like I learned a lot, from you because like I said, I'm not the most like research savvy when it comes to like nursing stuff, yeah, like professional stuff, yeah. But when it comes to like my leisurely stuff, I just really want to just zone out and just watch and have a good time, you know. So you being like a historian, all these facts about different things is so great and gives me a deeper like perspective of the things that I do consume. So I feel good. It's like a nice conversation, nice way to end my night and just like debrief from everything. So yeah, thanks for having me.